This is absurd. I've spoken with His Royal Highness nearly every day for the past 12 months. He's often said that I've almost become one of the family, and that's what I feel. I've come to adore those children. It breaks my heart to leave them. And now, on my last day, you're telling me I can't see him. You're asking me to pack up my tent and leave like a thief in the night.
My dear lady,
Baron, I will not do it. I wish to see the prince. And it's not only to make my farewell in a civilized fashion. I have something I must say to him.
Say it to me, Miss Froy. I can assure you I'll pass it on to His Royal Highness the moment he returns to the palace. That won't be for some days,
This
but
isn't something I wish to entrust to a third party. Where exactly has he gone?
Miss Froy, it grieves me to say so, but I must point out that your position here has somewhat changed in the last few days. As governess to the royal children, you did enjoy the prince's confidence.
You mean
now,
because I'm leaving?
I mean because you're proposing to come back.
I don't quite understand.
Miss Froy, it cannot have escaped your attention that the prince is beset by enemies.
You mean Herr Hitler and those dreadful Nazis?
I mean closer to home. I mean the people who are plotting to overthrow the government and the royal family and substitute some form of so-called democracy.
Really, Baron, you mustn't talk to me about politics. I know nothing at all about them.
That is your only saving grace.
What on earth do you mean?
I mean, dear lady, that if for 1 second I believed you had a political motive for what you're proposing to do, you wouldn't be traveling back to England this afternoon, but standing trial.
Baron Hofmeyer.
Oh, yes, Miss Froy. Am I mistaken? Or have you been in communication with a certain Jan Pasterek?
But that's exactly what I want to talk to His Royal Highness about. Mr. and Mrs. Pasterek have asked me to come back next year as governess to their 4 children, 3 girls and a lovely little boy. Enchanting. And I do so love your country, Baron. Surely His Royal Highness would have no objection to my returning to Zabrovnia to work
Miss
for
Froy,
them.
you are either very stupid, and I don't believe you're that, or incredibly naive. Aren't you aware that Jan Pasterek is the leader of the Social Democratic Party? That he is the man behind these plots?
Oh, no. Oh, Baron Hofmeyer, surely not.
Yes, Miss Froy. You must take my word for it. And now, I really must ask you to leave. At once, please, Miss Froy.
Oh, but Baron, this makes it all the more vital that I speak with the prince. I must explain. I simply must. Where is he?
Miss Froy, as I've been trying to tell you, His Royal Highness has left the capital. He is not here, and he won't be back for at least 3 days. By that time, I trust you will be safely home in England, and your stay with us will... Miss Froy, if you don't mind...
But that is the prince. That's the prince's voice.
Hofmeyer, gib es a Dovink. Miss Froy.
Your Royal Highness, I'm so glad to see you.
My dear Miss Froy.
Baron Hofmeyer here was trying to tell me you weren't in the palace, but I couldn't leave without saying a proper goodbye. You've all been so good to me.
But we are devastated to see you leave. The children will miss you terribly. We all will.
You're so kind. There is one other thing, Your Royal Highness. I've been given the opportunity of returning to Zabrovnia.
My dear Miss Froy, word had reached me, and you cannot imagine how it grieved me to learn that you'd been misled by the agitator Pasterek. He's so very plausible. But I'm quite sure you wouldn't consider distressing me by even thinking of serving in his household.
Of course not, sir, if you don't wish it.
And now, dear Miss Froy, farewell. I wish you a safe journey home.
The Lady Vanishes, dramatised for radio by Neville Teller from the novel The Wheel Spins by Ethel Lena White. With Rene Asherson as Miss Froy, Jenny Funnell as Iris Carr, Mark Peyton as Maximilian Hare, and Mark Tandy as Professor Wilberforce. The Lady Vanishes.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is there anyone English in this restaurant car? Anyone?
Can I be of help?
Oh, thank God. I'm sure there's some horrible mistake and I can't speak a word of this wretched language.
Don't worry, I speak the lingo. What's the trouble?
May I offer my services as interpreter?
Oh, he's no good. He only knows grammar. I can swear in the vernacular, and we may need a spot of profanity. Now then, why don't you sit down and tell us what's happened?
Oh, thank you. And thank heaven for someone who can understand what I'm saying.
Would you like something to drink? Coffee, fruit juice?
Oh, nothing, thank you. Oh, God. Where shall I begin? Listen, an Englishwoman has disappeared from the train. Oh, you must believe me. She's a real person. But the Baroness says that... Oh, dear.
You're in a terrible state, miss... What is your name?
I'm Iris Carr.
My name's Hare. Much too long for you to remember. Better call me Maximilian. Though I will answer to Max.
My name's Wilberforce.
I call him the Prof. He's the genuine article, incidentally. Holds the chair of Slavonic and East European Studies somewhere. I forget quite where.
Cambridge University.
Oh, there now. I had an idea it was somewhere I should have remembered.
Now, Miss Carr, perhaps you could give us a more coherent account of what has happened.
I really don't know where to begin.
There's some very good advice in Alice in Wonderland. Begin at the beginning.
Wonderland. That's just it. I feel as though I've somehow slipped out of the real world. Or been pushed.
Miss Carr, really? If you can't tell us what's happened, how on earth can we help you? Now, please, do pull yourself together. What are you doing in Zabrovnia in the first place?
I've been on holiday with some friends. They went back to England at the weekend. I decided to stay on for the few days left of the season.
On your own?
In a way. I mean, there were some English people in the hotel, but they were only nodding acquaintances. I don't think they approved of my crowd. Or of me, come to that. Not surprising, really. They're not precisely my type.
I must say, I'm looking forward to seeing my garden again.
Our garden, Evelyn, dear. I do have an equal share in the property. And as a matter of fact, I do most of the gardening.
You're always so literal, Rose. You must forgive my sister, Vicar. She gives the impression we're always at each other's throats. Nothing could be further from the truth.
I'm sure.
This landscape is quite spectacular, of course, but Suffolk is so beautiful at this time of year.
Well, what I'm looking forward to is sitting in a really comfortable chair again. This thing's agony. Oh, here come the bridal pair. Handsome couple.
I wonder who they really are, Vicar. That man's face, I know I've seen it somewhere, and not attached to the name Todhunter either.
Oh, my sister's off again, Mr. Barnes. Perhaps she's a film star, Rose dear.
Oh, do you think so? How exciting! I love the pictures. Do you go often, Miss Floodporter?
As often as she can, Mrs. Barnes.
No, he's not a film star. I'd certainly recognise someone I'd seen in the cinema. But there's some mystery about those two. I feel it.
So do I. I wonder, do you think they're really married?
Perhaps they're wondering the same about you, Edna, my dear. Isn't it simpler to believe that we're all what we say we are? Even parsons and their wives? I think I'll stroll down to the village to say goodbye to my friends. See you all later.
How can he talk to them when he doesn't know the language?
Oh, he makes them understand. Sympathy, you know, and common humanity. Hello, my dear. Left all alone?
Yes, by choice.
Aren't you lonely?
Not at all. I'm enjoying my own company.
Are you travelling back to England on Tuesday?
That's right.
It's a long journey, and they usually try to pack too many passengers into the last good train of the season. Would you like to join Mr. Barnes and me? We could travel together.
Thank you, but I really would prefer to be on my own.
Just as you wish, my dear. I hope you have a pleasant journey.
Wait! Oh, do wait!
Here, miss. This carriage. Quick, quick.
Is there a seat in this compartment?
I'm sure we can squeeze you in, my dear. Come and sit next to me. The train's very full, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Up there, porter.
Scusi, madame.
Daj pazi mulus nesprętny!
Chciałam se wasze wysości.
Hotovan!
Odmak, wasze wysości, odmak.
Thank you, porter. Here, will this do?
Thank you, miss. Very good. Goodbye.
Hotovan mulus!
Come and sit down, my dear. It may be a bit of a squash, but it's better than standing.
Thank you. I'm afraid the porter upset that lady in the corner seat. She's rather formidable, isn't she?
She's the Baroness von Zoenstein, and she called him an oaf twice.
Good heavens. Can you speak the language?
Oh, quite a bit.
Do you know Zabrovnia well?
Quite well. I've been living here en famille for the past year. In fact, the Baroness is a member of the family. It's not wise to mention names, but I was governess to the highest in the place.
I wonder if she speaks English. Excuse me, madam. Do you happen to speak English?
Huh.
Apparently not, though I bet she does. But I don't think anyone else in this compartment does.
I think you're right. You'll just have to put up with me until we reach Trieste. What do you say to a nice cup of tea? Shall we make our way to the restaurant car?
What a good idea. Excuse me. Sorry.
It's this way, I think, my dear. Just glance into the next compartment as we go by, and I'll tell you something.
As soon as I did so, I regretted it. What I saw was horrifying. A figure, the head, eyes and forehead bandaged, and the features concealed by a crisscross of plaster strips, lay stretched on the length of one seat covered with rugs. I tried to imagine what sort of mutilation a face must suffer to be bandaged like that, and I shuddered. A nun sat by the figure, and a man with a black spade beard was talking to her.
You recognize that man, my dear?
Didn't he come into our compartment and speak to the Baroness?
Yes, he did. And that's how I know about this. He's a doctor. His patient's a woman who's been terribly injured in a car accident. The doctor's rushing her to a hospital in the north of the country for a tricky operation. This train's the fastest way of getting her there.
That nun looks something less than spiritual.
Oh, she doesn't spend her time on her knees. She's a fully trained nursing sister. Come on, my dear. Excuse me. Excuse me, please.
Sorry.
I beg your pardon.
No, my fault entirely. It's all these people. I was just looking out to see if our tea was coming. I ordered it from an attendant.
You're English. This is my lucky day. I've been starved of English company for 12 months.
And now you're on your way home?
It's almost too good to be true. Look, we're just off to the restaurant car. Shall I send a waiter with your tea?
Oh, that would be really kind. My husband's such a wretched traveller. He's almost prostrated. Oh, hello, Miss Carr. I hope you found a seat.
Only just.
We all got on. The Todd Hunters are on their own, of course, but the Miss Flood Porters are next door to us. They're having tea at the moment.
And that's what we should be doing. Goodbye, and I won't forget the waiter. Isn't all this fun? Milk, please.
Why do you like it?
It's travel. We're moving. And best of all, we're on our way back home. Now, my dear, I noticed that English lady called you Miss Carr. But what's your Christian name?
Iris.
How lovely. I'm afraid Winifred pales into insignificance beside the thought of that lovely flower. I'm Winifred Froy.
It seems rather late in the day to say how do you do.
Yes, I feel we're quite old friends.
Me too, even though I know nothing about you.
Oh, there's not much to know. I've been doing a year as governess to the children of... No, I'd better not say. But there's no one more important in Zabrovnia. You can have no idea of the power of my late employer. What he says goes.
Isn't that rather, well, degrading?
I suppose it is. But that's how things are in this part of the world. After a time, one becomes quite spineless. And that's not English, Iris, is it? Oh, it'll be lovely to be home. Father and Mother are as excited as children.
You still have your parents?
Oh, yes. A little frail, but still going strong. And so is Sock.
Sock?
Short for Socrates. He's an old English sheepdog. Mother says she's sure he knows I'm coming home. The old duffer trots off to meet every train and then comes back with his tail down, the picture of depression. The parents can't wait for his reaction when I do arrive.
I'd love to see him.
Those two ladies over there. I'm sure they're English.
Where? Oh, yes, the Flood Porters. They were at our hotel. They're sisters. Well, I suppose we'd better be getting back. Though I can't say I relish spending the next few hours in the company of that appalling grande dame.
The Baroness. A bit overwhelming, perhaps, but quite kind-hearted beneath it all, and very generous.
Really?
Oh, yes. There was some muddle about my place on the train. I booked second class, but there wasn't a single seat left. Do you know, the Baroness paid the difference, so that I could travel first class in her carriage.
Did she?
She said she was sure my late employer would have wished it. Really kind. Well, shall we make a move?
Excuse me. Please. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Do have a peek in this compartment. There's a glorious couple, just like film stars come to life.
Yes, they were staying at our hotel too. Their name's Todhunter, and they don't like company.
Of course not, when they're so in love. Oh dear, he's looking daggers at me.
Yes, he'll certainly know you again. Oh, sorry.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, look, I wonder how that poor patient is doing. I do hope they get her to hospital in time.
Oh, and here we are. Oh dear, there's that Baroness to face again.
I tell you what, don't let's sit mum. Even if I am under an obligation to her, I'm going to remember we're English. We won't be put down.
That's the spirit. Though I'm not sure I'll be up to it, Miss Froy. My head's been aching like mad for hours.
You poor thing. I thought you were looking a little poorly.
I think I must have had too much sun yesterday.
Then come and sit down. You'd better not have dinner in the restaurant car. I tell you what, I'll bring you something later. Now, why don't you get a little nap? You'll feel much better when you wake.
I closed my eyes. I could still hear Miss Froy fluttering about me, but the carriage was so warm that I soon became drowsy, and at last I dozed off. I awoke suddenly. I don't know why. My head was still throbbing. I turned it to ease the pain. Miss Froy wasn't beside me. To be honest, I was rather glad. I didn't feel up to making conversation. None of the other passengers took the slightest notice of me. The Baroness slept in her corner. The others sat silent. A pretty girl of about 20, and a family party consisting of 2 large parents and a small daughter. I looked at them for a moment or two, until my lids drooped again, and once more I fell asleep. The next time I woke, it was pretty dark. Miss Froy was still not beside me. Not long ago I'd been pleased by her absence. Now I felt lonely, eager to see her again. Where was she? It was at that moment I happened to look up at the rack. Miss Froy's suitcase was no longer there.
Well, obviously she'd moved to another compartment.
Didn't you say there'd been some mix-up with her seat? Perhaps it had become free after all.
I thought that, but then I remembered that the Baroness had actually paid the difference for her to travel first.
Oh, that's right.
Besides, Miss Froy would never have left me without a word of explanation. And she'd promised to bring me dinner. No, No, she'd never just slip out of the compartment like that.
Well, I take it you questioned your fellow passengers.
I tried. I just couldn't make anyone understand. I couldn't reach them. The Baroness was still sleeping in her corner, and I suddenly felt desperate. I went over to her and shook her arm. The others gasped. You'd have thought I was committing sacrilege. Wake up!
Madame.
Wake up, please!
Chi del latte? Oh, it is you. What is it you require?
Where is Miss Froy?
Miss Froy? I know nobody who has that name.
She sat over there, beside me.
You make a mistake. No English lady has sat there ever.
You are the Baroness von Zoenstahlen.
That is my name?
Well, it was Miss Froy who told me so. I talked to her, and we went and had tea together. Oh, you must remember.
There is nothing to remember. How you came by my name is a matter of indifference. But I tell you this, there has been no English lady here in this carriage, never at any time, except you. You are the only English lady here.
You're saying the Baroness denied that this Miss Froy was ever in the compartment?
Precisely. I was literally dumbfounded. I couldn't say a word. I simply couldn't understand why she should say such a thing.
So you came looking for help and ran into us two?
Not at once. I was certain she was somewhere on the train. So I went to find her.
Bully for you.
It didn't do much good. The corridor's so jam-packed that getting through is like swimming in a sea of treacle. All I could see was a blur of faces, and my head was giving me hell. Still is, come to that.
Poor you.
After a bit, I reached the compartment with that vicar, Barnes, I think his name is, and his wife. He looked dreadful.
Why, it's Miss Carr.
I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for my friend.
Oh, yes?
You remember her? She sent the waiter with your tea.
It was very kind of her. Will you give her my special thanks?
When I find her, she left the compartment some time ago, and she hasn't returned.
Well, she can't have left the train, so she's bound to be back soon.
Well, can I find her for you?
Certainly not, Kenneth. Don't be absurd. You're in no fit state to go traipsing round the train. Just look at you. In any case, you don't know what she looks like.
Oh, that's true. Oh, isn't it humiliating to be such a wretched traveller? I'm sorry, my dear. I'd be more hindrance than help.
So I didn't pursue it. I then went down the complete length of the train, and then came back here to the restaurant car to see if anyone could help me.
Of course, we'll help you, won't we, Prof?
Well, the first step is clearly to interview the other passengers in your compartment. If the lady hasn't returned by the time we've done that, I may consider calling the guard and asking for an official examination of the train.
Oh, thank you, Professor Wilberforce. You can't imagine what a relief
Truth
it
is, this is his best chance in years to practice the lingo. Well, what are we waiting for? Lead the way, Miss Carr.
Miss Carr, you appear to have made an extraordinary mistake. I've cross-questioned everyone except the little girl.
Who wouldn't talk to him?
And I can tell you that no one in that carriage knows anything about the English lady you say is missing.
But that's absolutely impossible. You see,
Nor does Dr. Trownitz here. You know he's travelling with his patient in the next compartment. That's so, isn't it, Doctor?
I'm afraid it is. The questions and the answers were most explicit.
So what are you saying? That I invented Miss Froy?
I hardly know what to think.
Then I'll tell you. They're all lying. Every one of them.
I say, steady on. The man, the woman, that pretty young thing, and the rock of the aristocracy in black bombazine, all of them?
The man is a banker, really quite eminent. The Baroness's own, as a matter of fact. She vouches for him and for his wife. The young lady is the daughter of the agent for the whole Zoenstahlen estate. And as for the Baroness herself...
I don't care what they told you, Professor, or what the Baroness said. All I know is that I still owe Miss Froy for my tea. She paid for me.
Well, we can soon check up on that. If you had tea together, the waiter might remember her. Which one was it?
I don't know. My head was throbbing. I didn't take any notice.
I'd like to know what Miss Froy looks like. Describe her.
Oh, dear. I can't really tell you very much. She's Middle-aged. Ordinary. Just ordinary.
Tall or short? Fat or thin? Fair or dark?
Medium. She had blue eyes.
A totally unmemorable woman. With blue eyes.
What was she wearing?
Tweed. Oatmeal flecked with brown. Patch pockets. A shirt blouse stitched with blue. And a small blue handkerchief in the breast pocket. Oh, and she was wearing a hat with a funny bright blue feather in it.
Stop. Now that you've remembered the hat, make a special effort and put a face under it.
Oh, it's no good. You see, I had such a frantic headache. I believe I had too much sun yesterday.
Ah, my dear young lady, that glow of the sun, it explains all. A delirium is not uncommon. The mind plays tricks. So, you see someone who is not there. You even think you talk to her. After you go to sleep. When you wake, you are better, so you see Miss Froy no more. Believe me, she is nothing but a delirium. A dream.
I think we may accept that as final. If I'd known the circumstances, I shouldn't have intervened. I hope you'll soon feel better, Miss Carr.
I may have a headache, but I've not gone gaga. Just a moment. I've thought of something. Baroness von Zernstahlen.
I have already admitted to that name.
You have denied that Miss Froy was ever in this carriage, and everyone else here backs you up.
They say it because it is so. Why you think that I should invent this or that they should, I cannot imagine.
Nor can I. Miss Froy told me that you had been very kind to her.
Really? In what way?
She said there had been some problem about her seat, and that you pay the excess fare for her to travel in here.
How charming of me. I'm gratified to hear of my generosity. Unfortunately, I know nothing of it. But the ticket collector should be able to refresh my memory.
Well, that's easy enough to arrange. There he is at the end of the corridor. I'll fetch him. Pardon me.
This should really settle the matter, Miss Carr.
Here he is.
You have a problem? Gentlemen? Ladies?
This lady is the Baroness von Zernstahlen. Did she pay you the extra fare to allow a second-class passenger to sit in this carriage?
Which second-class passenger?
An English lady, middle-aged. She wore a hat with a feather.
Where is she? Let me see her ticket.
That's just the problem. She's vanished.
I recall no such lady, madame. And I have upgraded nobody to first class.
I believe that concludes the matter. Miss Carr, at your behest, I have conducted a series of pointless and rather embarrassing interviews. I now propose to retire to my compartment. I sincerely hope that you won't expose us and yourself to any further ridicule.
Very well, Professor. Then I've only one course open to me. I shall have to prove to you that Miss Froy really does exist.
But how?
I'll start by speaking to the people I was with at the hotel. They all saw her.
All right. I'll come with you. Let's see if any of them can remember your Miss Froy, shall we?
Who's the girl looking in?
One of the mob from the hotel.
Help?
Mr. Todhunter, my name's Iris Carr. You remember me from the hotel, I'm sure. An Englishwoman called Miss Froy has disappeared from the train. You'll help me find her, won't you?
I'd be delighted to cooperate with you, but who is Miss Froy?
She's middle-aged, ordinary. She peeped in at your window as we went by, and you jumped up and pulled down the blind.
I'm sorry, but I've no recollection of any such occurrence.
But you saw her. Your wife called your attention to her. You were both annoyed.
Miss Carr, we aren't a peep show, and no one looked in. Do you mind if you shut the door? I want to rest before dinner.
I'm sorry, Miss Carr, but I can't recall your companion. Someone may have been with you at the table, but I wasn't wearing my glasses.
Neither was I, so I'm afraid we shan't be able to help you. It would be against our principles to identify someone we weren't sure of.
How about not raising a finger to help an Englishwoman in danger? What price your principles on that?
Danger? What could possibly happen to her on a crowded train?
Danger? Who's in danger? Oh, hello, Mrs. Barnes. I'm still trying to find my friend, Miss Froy. You remember the lady who ordered your tea for you? I suppose you never saw her.
The little lady in tweed with a blue feather in her hat. Of course I remember her. We were so grateful for the tea.
Oh, Mrs. Barnes. Are you convinced now, Professor?
I'm sorry to have doubted your word, Miss Carr, but we had to have some corroborative evidence that Miss Froy actually exists.
And now we have it. Next question. What on earth's happened to the old dear?
And why did those foreigners all lie about her?
We'll have to play Spot the Lady. For my money, she's disguised as the Doctor. That beard looks totally phony to me. Why not give it a tug next time he passes?
Max, do take this seriously, please. She is still missing.
Sorry, you're right.
When are we due at Trieste?
Just before 11, I think. But the guard was telling me we have an unscheduled stop this side of the border at about 10:30, to let the doctor and his patient off.
And it's now nearly 6:30. Look, we mustn't waste any more time. We must find her. I know it sounds sloppy, but her people, they're old and a bit frail. They're expecting her home, counting the hours. And the fool of a dog meets every train. And... Oh, Lord. Sorry.
Take it easy, Iris. You're not on your own. Oh, watch out. Here comes Blackbeard.
Pardon me, but I thought you would wish to hear. Your friend has returned to the carriage.
Miss Froy? Really? Oh, how marvellous. Where was she?
All the time so near. In the next carriage, talking with my nurses.
The one place I didn't look. Of course she'd want to know how your patient was getting on. That's Miss Froy to a T. Well, come on. What are we waiting for?
You too, Prof. At last, we can meet the elusive Miss Froy.
Мечтайте, дайте да пройдем.
Beg your pardon.
Дайте да пройдем.
Sorry.
Do you mind?
Excuse me.
I beg your pardon. If I could... Thank you.
Your carriage at last, Miss Carr. Allow me. And here she is.
But that's not Miss Froy.
What do you mean?
She's wearing her clothes, her hat, but that woman's an imposter. You aren't Miss Froy.
No, I have not heard that name before. I am Frau Kummer.
As I told you, there has been no English lady in this compartment except yourself. Of course, had you inquired about Frau Kummer?
Frau Kummer? I've never heard the name before.
But I introduced myself before we went to have tea together.
That's a lie. I've never seen you before in my life. You're a total stranger. Professor Wilberforce, this is not Miss Froy.
The lady herself has told us that.
But she's wearing her clothes. Why? What's become of Miss Froy?
A lady only you seem to have met.
It's a conspiracy of some sort. They're all in it.
Miss Carr.
Oh, let me think. Mrs. Barnes, she spoke to Miss Froy. Oh, fetch her, Max, please.
Kenneth, my dear, you're looking so ill. Excuse me, please, I'm sorry. I'm really worried about you. Should you be doing this? Oh, if only I could get you home.
Well, I'll be all right, Edna. Excuse me. I am sorry. Pardon me. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Miss Carr. I understand you want my wife to identify a friend of yours?
Thank you both so much for coming.
Kenneth, let me get you back to the compartment. You ought to be lying down.
Here we are. Oh, do give us some room, please. Now, Mrs. Barnes, please look very carefully. Is this the lady who arranged for your tea to be sent?
Let me see. Yes, of course it is.
What happened?
You fainted, Iris. Nothing serious. So we brought you along to our bunny hutch. But all this is getting on top of you, you know.
Max, I want to talk to you. There is a Miss Froy. You must believe me. The trouble is, my head feels like a three-ring circus. I can't even quite remember what I told you and the professor earlier on. I'd like to go over the whole thing with you. What about it?
Good idea. One thing has struck me. From what you said, I'm pretty sure your Miss Froy was employed by the royal family. Crown Prince Frederick and his wife.
That makes sense.
You know the place was in a turmoil just before we left.
Was it?
Oh, yes. Some politico called Jan Pastrecht was supposed to be threatening a sort of armed uprising. But who knows? It's all plot and counterplot in these mid-European states. I'd have thought they had enough on their hands fending off a Nazi takeover. Word is Herr Hitler has his beady eye on Zabrovnia.
Oh, never mind all that. The important thing is you've worked out who Miss Froy's employer was from things she told me. Things I passed on.
But, Iris, that proves nothing. It could all apply equally well to Frau Kummer. No. Let's take a cold, hard look at the situation.
Go on.
You're suggesting that the Baroness has got rid of Miss Froy, never mind why or how, and that the passengers and the ticket collector, being local people, are backing her up. Well, knowing this part of the world, I think they would.
But it all seems such a clumsy sort of plot. I mean, dressing someone up as Miss Froy.
Ah, but that needn't have been part of the original plot at all.
You mean I upset their apple cart, barging into the carriage at the last minute?
Exactly. When you first made a fuss about Miss Froy, they'd all denied her existence. But when you said other English people had seen her, they had to produce someone.
Oh, Max, you're such a comfort. You see, you believe in Miss Froy too.
I'm not saying that, but I do promise to believe in you.
Max.
So, let's assume a plot inspired by the All-Highest in Zabrovnia and carried out by his relative, the Baroness von Zoenstahlen.
In collaboration with that doctor. I don't trust that man.
We'll go along with your feminine intuition, in cahoots with the doctor. Let's say they're both under orders to bump off Miss Froy. That instantly discredits all the foreign evidence.
You really are rather marvellous.
Hang on to the bouquets. Because against all that, we have some really insuperable obstacles. To start with, 6 eminently respectable English people have failed to corroborate Miss Froy's existence. Why?
That I don't know. I honestly don't know.
And then, why should a harmless English governess be the object of an elaborate plot by the head of state of Zabrovnia?
It seems unbelievable. Impossible.
So where does that leave us? No one, foreign or English, backs up your story. On the other hand, Mrs. Barnes positively identifies this Frau Kummer as the woman you were with on the way to tea. On top of that, you did suffer mild sunstroke yesterday, and you've been feeling the effects all day.
Oh dear. So the doctor could be right. It's the sunstroke. I went to tea with that Kummer woman and later dreamt about Miss Froy.
Well, that's one logical explanation.
All right, Max. I give in. Let's forget about Miss Froy.
All alone, Miss Carr?
Yes, they've all gone to dinner. First sitting.
I'm pleased to find you alone, actually. You know, Miss Carr, Hare and I are both a bit worried about you.
There's no need.
No, but there is. You've suffered sunstroke.
I've more or less
I was
given up.
discussing it with Dr. Traunitz just now, and he came up with an admirable suggestion.
What suggestion?
As you know, the doctor's taking his patient to a hospital in the north of the country. He knows of an excellent nursing home very close by. He'll gladly arrange for you to spend the night there at no charge. You could have a good night's sleep and continue your journey tomorrow.
Most definitely not.
But my dear Miss Carr...
Professor Wilberforce, nothing on earth would induce me to go anywhere with that man. There really is nothing more to be said.
As you wish, Miss Carr. I was merely trying to be helpful.
Thank God we can drop this Todd Hunter farce before too long. It can't happen too soon for me.
I don't know what you're worried about. There's not much chance of his finding out.
But there is some. Is that what you're saying?
I'd say we were reasonably secure. Of course, one never knows what can happen. I've handled some very odd divorce cases in my time.
Divorce?
It was perhaps unfortunate there were English visitors at our hotel.
Oh.
And you are entirely too beautiful to remain anonymous for long.
You told me there was no risk. Oh, what a fool I've been.
I don't know why you're suddenly so anxious to get back to your husband.
Let's be honest about this, shall we? We're both in it for what we can get, and he can give me more than you can. If this ever gets out.
So it's lucky I was thinking ahead when that girl asked about her friend who's disappeared.
What do you mean?
If I hadn't denied all knowledge of her, I'd have had to make a statement at Trieste. Can't you see the headlines? English woman lost on Continental Express. Mr. Todhunter pictured here. An Englishman travelling on the same train. I'd have been identified in 24 hours flat. And so would you, my sweet.
Oh.
I couldn't touch a thing. I'll eat when we get to Trieste.
But that's not for another hour. More if we're delayed getting the doctor's patient off the train. We'll be stopping before too long.
Max, tell me, could you write a detective story?
Can't spell, but I solved them like a shot.
Then let's have a demonstration. You've proved Miss Froy doesn't exist. Now, humour me. Pretend she does. Work out what might have happened to her.
You don't give up, I'll say that for you. Let me think. Okay, here goes. The strange disappearance of Miss Froy. Your Miss Froy is a spy who's got some information she's sneaking out of the country. So she's got to be bumped off. What better way than on a railway journey? People stop off, miss connections. By the time anyone got really concerned, the trail would be stone cold.
So is the whole train in the plot?
Oh no, just the Baroness, the Doctor and the nuns. But there's also the conspiracy of silence, which covers the passengers and the ticket collector. They're all Zabrovnians, and they'd all go along with the Baroness.
What about getting Miss Froy into the Baroness's compartment in the first place?
Oh, yes. Dirty work at the crossroads over Miss Froy's seat. They had to be sure she'd be with the Baroness and next door to the Doctor.
But what's happened to her?
I'll tell you. At this very moment, Miss Froy is lying flat out in the next compartment, tightly bound in bandages and covered with rugs.
Oh, my God! How? When?
It happened when you obligingly dropped off to sleep. Enter the Doctor. He asks Miss Froy if she would render some slight service to his patient. She went.
She would? I know she would.
Directly she enters, down comes the blind, and the three of them set on her.
Three?
Of course. The patient's one of them. One holds her, the other stops her shouting, and the Doctor gives her a knockout injection.
Yes! Yes! I can see it! It could have happened.
They tie her up, gag her, and lay her out in the place of the false patient. But by now, you've unearthed some English people who'll remember Miss Froy. So down comes the blind again, as the second nun, the one who posed as the patient, dresses herself in Miss Froy's clothes.
Oh, Lord! What'll they do to her?
When we make our unscheduled stop in about 20 minutes from now, she'll be put into an ambulance, taken away and disposed of.
You're right. I know you're right. It's the only logical explanation.
Oh, Iris, for heaven's sake. I made it all up. It's a fantasy. I invented it.
Oh, I don't mean about Miss Froy being a spy. That's all poppycock. But it's what they've done with her, I'm sure of it. She's lying next door, doped up to the eyebrows, and wrapped round in bandages like an Egyptian mummy. Come on. We've got to find the Professor. We must rescue her before she's taken off the train.
Ah, Miss Carr. Hare?
Come to join the Doctor and me for dinner. The soup's very good.
Professor, I know where Miss Froy is.
Oh, dear. Miss Froy again. I had hoped we'd disposed of the mythical Miss Froy.
Do you still have your headache, Miss Carr?
Professor, Miss Froy is far from mythical, but she'll certainly be disposed of in little more than 15 minutes unless we do something.
What exactly do you mean, Miss Carr?
I'm afraid this is all my fault, Prof. I dreamt up a little fairy tale and Iris has fastened onto it.
This is no fairy tale, believe me. Professor, you must take it seriously. As for you, Dr. Trownitz, I don't have to tell you to take it seriously, because you're in this game in deadly earnest.
My dear Miss Carr.
What precisely are you alleging?
Just this. that the doctor's patient, all conveniently wrapped in bandages from head to toe, is no accident victim but Miss Froy. That's why she's disappeared. And that's why they're going to remove her from the train before we reach the border.
But this is totally absurd, Miss Carr. My patient joined the train before you did.
Someone wrapped in bandages on a stretcher did. You enticed Miss Froy into that carriage while I was asleep, and you substituted her for your accomplice.
And where, if I may inquire, is the original patient?
That's obvious, Professor. Frau Kummer, now dressed in Miss Froy's clothes.
I've never heard of such a farrago of nonsense. Who on earth do you suppose dreamed up such a conspiracy? And why?
I think I know who. Why, I don't know. But believe me, Professor, Miss Froy, a dear, gentle creature who's never harmed a soul in her life, will be abducted from this train and probably killed, unless we do something about it. Oh, you must take this seriously. There's so little time.
Perhaps we'd better come at once to see my patient. I'm sorry to disturb your dinner, Professor, but the young lady is in a highly emotional state. It may be best to try to reassure her.
Oh, very well.
Now, Miss Carr, look carefully at the patient's legs. Can you identify these shoes?
You know I can't. You might have better luck if you removed that mask of bandage and showed us her face.
I see you don't understand. Beneath these bandages there is no face, only lumps of raw flesh. We shall try to rebuild a face. Let us hope we are successful. The eyes, we must await the oculist verdict. Till then, we dare not expose them to even a flicker of light. It may be total blindness. One eye is only pulp. You look unwell, Miss Carr.
I don't believe you. It's all lies.
In that case, Miss Carr, why not tear off a strip of plaster and look under the pad of bandages? But if you do, I warn you that bleeding will start again and the patient will die from shock almost immediately. You'll be charged with murder. But since you're so sure of the face under these bandages, take hold of this plaster. Tear it off.
Iris, don't!
Miss Froy. Miss Froy, can you hear me? If you can hear me, Miss Froy, hold up your hand. Miss Froy, hold up your hand. Max, look! Oh, look! That finger, she's moving.
But that's no proof it's Miss Froy. It could be anybody. For heaven's sake, Iris, don't touch those plasters. You can't know it's her. Iris!
Miss Carr!
Miss Froy! Oh, Miss Froy! Dear, dear Miss Froy!
I don't know what's behind all this, Dr. Trownitz, but you have attempted to abduct a citizen of the United Kingdom. If you make any attempt to prevent us from leaving the compartment with this lady, I shall instantly summon help.
Bravo, Prof.
What's more, if you and your friends are on this train when we reach Trieste, I shall immediately contact the authorities and make quite certain they detain you.
My dear Professor, I can assure you that neither the Baroness nor I have any intention of leaving Zabrovnia. In fact, a car is awaiting our party at the moment by the side of the railway track. If you will excuse me...
Thank heaven their party will be one fewer than they anticipated.
I've more than heaven to thank for that, my dear. If it hadn't been for you...
This is Victoria. The train arriving at platform 5 is the boat train from Dover. The Continental Express is arriving at platform 5.
Oh, excuse me, are you Miss Froy?
Yes, I am.
You don't know me, Miss Froy. My name's Ian Bretherton. I'm, from the Foreign Office.
The Foreign Office? Is it my passport? Is there something?
Is there some trouble? Can I help?
Are you travelling with this lady?
In a manner of speaking. My name's Max Hare. This is Iris Carr.
Hello.
We've heard from our consul in Trieste. I know you've all had a difficult journey.
You could say that again.
But I wonder, Miss Froy, if you could spare an hour to come with me to the Foreign Office. My chief, Stephen Yardley, would like a word.
Good gracious me! Whatever for?
Well, this is scarcely the place to go into details. Perhaps you'd all better come along. Would it be enough to say that it's a matter of national security?
Have any of you seen this morning's papers?
Mr. Yardley, I'm afraid we've not had much opportunity recently for anything so mundane as reading a newspaper.
I thought not. I have a copy of today's Times. See that?
Ye gods.
Oh, my word! The poor prince! Is this true, Mr. Yardley? The Nazis have invaded Zabrovnia? The poor man, he must be in despair.
That's the very point we think you may be able to help us establish.
Me? Oh, you're quite mistaken. I know nothing at all about politics.
You lived for a year in the royal household.
Oh, yes, but I was concerned with the children's education, that's all. I took no part in anything political. Really, Mr. Yardley.
I believe you, Miss Froy. And it's not anything you did that interests us. It may be something you saw.
Something I saw?
And this something, would it have anything to do with what happened to poor Miss Froy on the train?
But I never saw anything of importance. I do assure you.
Let me explain what's supposed to have happened in Zabrovnia since you left the country at, when was it?
2 p.m. on Tuesday. It seems a lifetime away.
Well, on Tuesday afternoon at about 4 o'clock, Radio Zabrovnia announced that an armed insurrection led by Jan Pastrecht had seized key points in the capital, and there was fierce fighting in the streets. Pastrecht had apparently taken advantage of the absence of the Crown Prince to make his move. The Prince and the rest of the royal household were several hundred miles away, and the route back to the palace was barred by Pastrecht's guerrillas.
But Mr. Yardley...
Just a moment, Miss Froy. Let me finish. An hour later, the radio reported that government forces were falling back, and some had surrendered. At about 10 o'clock that night, the Commander-in-Chief sent an urgent wire to Herr Hitler, asking for Germany's help to crush the rebellion. Nazi stormtroopers crossed the Zabrovnian frontier at midnight. You were saying, Miss Froy?
But this story, it can't be correct. His Royal Highness was in the palace on Tuesday at about midday. I spoke to him myself. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, Miss Froy?
I went to the Prince's office suite. I'd never done that before. You see, I was leaving in a few hours, and I very much wanted to speak to His Royal Highness face to face. Baron Hofmeyer, his chef du cabinet, I suppose you'd call him, tried to convince me that the Prince wasn't in the capital, that he'd be away for several days. Then His Royal Highness suddenly burst out of his inner sanctum.
And that, Miss Froy, was the moment you saw something you shouldn't have seen. You saw Crown Prince Frederick in the capital, in charge of the government, just a few hours before a so-called insurrection and an apparently God-given excuse for the Nazis to march into Zabrovnia.
You mean the whole thing's a put-up job?
That's what we believe.
We think there was a deal. Crown Prince Frederick wants to parade to the world as a neutral, even as a victim. So it was vital for it to appear that he was hundreds of miles away when his commander-in-chief called for German help. The truth is, the Nazis have taken over the country by arrangement, and the Crown Prince will stay on his throne as a puppet.
But from the moment Miss Froy clapped eyes on the Prince in the palace on Tuesday afternoon, she was a mortal threat to the whole scheme.
The very second you left that room, Miss Froy, the Prince and Hofmeyer must have started their plotting.
Bloody woman. We are done for, Hofmeyer.
I don't think so, Your Royal Highness. We must simply make quite certain that she doesn't leave the country. She must never cross the frontier.
But we can't arrest her without causing a diplomatic incident. Think of the British ambassador. And we can't prevent her getting on that train this afternoon. The children are going to the station to see her off.
All right, we let her get on the train.
Oh, and then what? You're not a magician, Hofmeier. You can't make a lady vanish.
Can I not, Your Royal Highness? Leave it to me. Leave everything to me.
And he set the whole thing up in a couple of hours. Some organizer.
But now, Miss Froy, thanks to you, we know the truth about the Crown Prince. He can't pose as an unwilling victim of the Nazis. Not to us.
We know he's hand in glove with them, and we'll act accordingly.
Don't thank me, gentlemen. It's these two young people here you should thank. Especially you, dear Iris. If you hadn't stuck to your guns, I'd never have left Zabrovnia alive. I owe what's left of my life to you.
Miss Froy.
And now, you two, what are you going to do with the rest of the day?
Miss Froy, you're nothing but an old matchmaker. All right, you've talked me into it. Iris, how about dinner and a nightclub?
What a lovely idea. I'm game.
Pick you up at 7.
Now that, Mr. Yardley, is what I call a young man who'll go far. In less than 24 hours, he's managed to find not one, but 2 ladies.
In The Lady Vanishes, dramatised for radio by Neville Teller from the novel The Wheel Spins by Ethelina White, Rene Asherson played Miss Froy, Jenny Funnell was Iris, Mark Peyton Max, and Mark Tandy Professor Wilberforce. Richard Durden played Dr. Traunitz, Michael Roberts was the Baron Hofmeier, Jonathan Keeble was Prince Frederick, and Karen Lewis was Mrs. Barnes. Shirley Dixon was the Baroness, Geraldine Fitzgerald was Evelyn Flood-Porter, Jan Shand was Rose Flood-Porter, and Geoffrey Beavers was Ian Breverton. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Technical presentation was by Dave Johnston, and the production assistant was Fenella Capadia. The Lady Vanishes was a BBC World Service drama production directed by Andy Jordan.
It began one night in the autumn of 1888. An East End labourer returning home through the fog and drizzle came upon a young lady slumped in an alleyway.
Come on, love. You can't stay there.
Taking her for one of the many inebriates who frequented the district, he tried shaking her awake. When he withdrew his hand, however, he discovered that it was smeared with blood. The young lady's throat had been cut from ear to ear.
Help me! For the love of God! Somebody help me!
His cries attracted the attention of a policeman, who, holding his lantern aloft, examined the body.
There's something pinned to her dress.
What?
Little slip of paper. There's writing on it.
What does it say?
Just 2 words. The Avenger.
Despite its brutality, the crime would soon have been forgotten if the Avenger hadn't struck again the following night. When a third body was discovered, once more bearing his trademark calling card, it became apparent that a madman was at work on the streets of London. A madman who showed no sign of stopping.
The Lodger by Mari Belloc Lowndes, dramatised by Stephen Sheridan.
Murder! Murder! Read all about it! Avenger claims 4th victim! Horrible murder!
I'll have a Chronicle, please. Or an Echo.
Sorry, Governor, only penny papers left.
Oh, you've nothing cheaper.
No, Governor.
Better take the Standard, then.
There you go, Governor.
Thank you.
Murder! Murder!
Robert Bunting resented having to worry about the cost of the evening paper, but such was the situation in which he found himself.
Ellen! I'm home!
He and his wife were leasing a lodging house in the Marylebone Road. Unfortunately, they had failed to let out a single room in over 6 weeks, and destitution was now looking them squarely in the face.
I'm down in the kitchen.
Wearily, Mr. Bunting lit the gas in the darkened hallway.
How are we going to find any lodgers if they can't see the card?
And when he was satisfied that the sign advertising rooms for rent was clearly visible in the fanlight above the front door, he went downstairs to join his wife.
Hello, my love. Ooh, that smells nice.
It's only boiled potatoes and veg.
Oh.
There's no point in pulling a face, Bunting. If you didn't squander all our money on newspapers, we might be able to afford a scrap of meat once in a while.
I have to know what's going on in the outside world, my love. There's another report about the Avenger.
The Avenger. It's thanks to him that we're in this predicament. Who's going to want a room in London whilst that maniac's at large?
After his meagre supper, Mr. Bunting settled down in his favourite armchair and began to read the paper. As he read, his wife moved about the parlour, flicking dust from the few items of furniture that they had not yet been obliged to sell.
Do you know what I wish, Bunting?
Sorry?
I wish we'd never left domestic service.
Things are bound to look up sooner or later.
Oh, that's all you ever say. We're almost in the poorhouse and you just sit there reading the paper and talking nonsense.
Do you think I don't realise how bad things are? Do you think I don't lie awake at night and worry? Reading the paper is the only escape I have.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bunting. I shouldn't nag at you so much.
Who the devil was that?
No, Bunting, you stay where you are. I'll go.
Stopping only to adjust her hair in the hall mirror, Mrs. Bunting hurried to the front door.
Good evening. You have rooms to let, I believe?
Yes, sir. Won't you step in?
Thank you.
The man who entered the Buntings' hallway was tall and gaunt, and dressed in an Inverness cape. He carried a small leather bag in his hand, of the sort most commonly associated with doctors. Despite the slight oddity of his appearance, Mrs. Bunting knew at once that he was a gentleman.
Ellen? Is everything all right?
Yes, Bunting. Go back to your paper.
Who was that?
My husband, sir.
I see. And what's his occupation?
He occasionally waits tables at parties, sir. He used to be in service. We both did.
Tell me, Mrs. Bunting, are your rooms quiet?
Yes, sir. Very quiet. Apart from my husband and myself, the house is empty at present.
That sounds most suitable. Solitude is very important to me, you see. I require it to pursue my work.
Mrs. Bunting was tempted to inquire what his work entailed. But thinking better of it, she turned and led him upstairs.
These are my best rooms, sir. As you can see, there's a stove in the corner and a little wash basin for your hands.
Oh.
And through here's the bedroom.
Capital, capital. Just what I've been looking for.
You mean to take them, then?
Most certainly. I can see I'll be able to work here undisturbed.
You won't regret it, sir. You'll live like a prince.
My bag.
I'm sorry, sir?
Where's my little leather bag?
It's down by your feet.
Forgive me, Mrs. Bunting. I didn't mean to startle you, but it contains something of great value and importance.
There's no need to apologise, I'm sure.
And now, to terms. My name's Sleuth. Think of a bloodhound and you'll never forget it. I can't provide a reference, I'm afraid, but I'm more than willing to pay you a month in advance.
A month? Thank you, sir.
So, what do you intend to charge me for these delightful premises?
Would 25 shillings a week be too much?
You say you have no other lodgers?
No, sir.
I dislike sharing. If I were to pay you 45, would you agree not to take in anyone else?
Certainly, sir. And I can promise you the very highest standards of attendance.
Here's £10. Oh. Keep the odd change. I shall require you to do some shopping for me in the morning.
Oh, indeed, sir.
You've received me with great civility, Mrs. Bunting. I was worried that you might bother me with tiresome questions.
I hope I know my place, sir. Now, what can I fetch you for supper? I haven't much in, I'm afraid.
Oh, a glass of milk and some bread and butter will be quite sufficient.
I could cook you a nice sausage.
A sausage? Dear me, no, I never touch meat.
Oh, very good, sir. And will you be requiring any beer or wine?
Certainly not. I was hoping that you were an abstainer, Mrs. Bunting.
I am, sir. I always have been. And I made my husband give up when he married me.
A haven of rest. That's what I've found, Mrs. Bunting. He bringeth them to their desired haven.
Beautiful words, Mr. Sleuth. I'll fetch your supper.
I shan't require you to attend on me too closely. I'm used to looking after myself.
Don't worry, sir. I quite understand. You'll find that my husband and I are the very souls of discretion.
There you are, Ellen. Who was at the front door?
A miracle, Bunting. A miracle wrapped up in an Inverness cape and carrying a leather bag.
A miracle?
We've a new lodger, and look, he's paid us £10 in advance.
No, never.
We're saved. Can you believe it, Bunting? We're saved.
There, my dear. Don't take on.
Oh, I won't. I'm a fool. I know I am. But, oh, the relief.
Well, tell me about him, Helen. What's he called?
With Mr. Sleuth.
It's a funny name.
He's quite the gentleman. A little eccentric, of course, but the best people always are.
And when am I to meet this walking miracle?
Well, there's no time like the present. I'll let you take him up his supper.
Come in.
Mr. Sleuth, I have your bread and milk.
Ah, you must be Mr. Bunting.
Yes, sir.
Set the tray down over there.
Right. My paintings.
I'm sorry?
My paintings. You've turned them to the wall.
I didn't care for them.
Well, they were quite harmless, just portraits of young women.
I found them disagreeable, nevertheless. I shall require you to remove them completely first thing tomorrow morning.
Very good, sir.
I trust that you and your wife are God-fearing people?
I certainly hope so, sir.
In that case, I have a favour to ask. Before you retire to bed for the night, I would appreciate the loan of your family Bible.
When she woke the following morning, Mrs. Bunting was surprised to discover she felt happy. The despair that had gnawed at her incessantly for weeks had finally gone. Even the scowling face of her husband, as he struggled into the kitchen carrying a large canvas, couldn't dampen her spirits.
Oh, that's the last one. 6 times I've been up and downstairs this morning.
Out of my way, Bunting. I'm trying to prepare Mr. Sleuth's breakfast.
If you ask me, our new lodger's a little bit odd in the head. Do you know what I overheard him doing?
What?
He was reading aloud from the Bible.
What's wrong with that? A good many people might profit from studying the scriptures more often.
Yeah, but it was the bits he was reading, Ellen. They were all about how faithless and corrupt women can be.
And so they can, some of them. Anyway, I'd rather have a lodger who disliked women than one who was constantly inviting them back to his room.
I dare say you're right, Ellen. You usually are.
Mr. Sleuth has raised us out of poverty. Mr. Sleuth's our salvation, Bunting. We owe everything to Mr. Sleuth, and don't you forget it. Good morning, sir. I've brought you a nice pot of tea and some boiled eggs.
Thank you, Mrs. Bunting.
Did you sleep well?
Sleep and I have become mortal enemies, I'm afraid. He rarely deigns to visit me these days.
I'm very sorry to hear it, sir.
I've prepared a list of the items I'd like you to buy, just razors and brushes and so forth. You shouldn't have any trouble finding them.
I'll leave at once, sir. And when I get back, I'll do your room.
You'll have to wait until evening for that, I'm afraid. It may sound curious, Mrs. Bunting, but I never go out before nightfall.
When Mrs. Bunting returned from her shopping expedition, she found that her husband was entertaining a guest in the parlour.
Ellen, look who's here.
Hello, Mrs. B.
Hello, Joe.
Joe Chandler was the son of a footman with whom the Buntings had once worked. Unlike his father, Joe had eschewed a career in domestic service to join the police force. He was, in short, a detective.
You'll never guess what. Joe's been assigned to the Avenger case.
That'll please you, Bunting. You're obsessed with it.
So's half the city, my dear. Wherever you go, it's all people talk about.
It's a dreadful business and no mistake. The Yard want an arrest before there's another.
Have you seen the scraps of paper, Joe? The ones on which the Avenger writes his name?
Yes, I have.
It's a funny kind of visiting card, eh?
It's no laughing matter, Bunting.
Quite right. Those scraps of paper give me the horrors.
I don't doubt it.
And talking of visiting cards, it's time I was going.
Sure you won't stay for something to eat?
No, thank you, Mrs. B. I've work that needs doing. But before I go...
Yes?
I haven't seen much of your niece just lately. Any chance of her visiting?
Not that I know of, Joe.
Oh, well. Never mind.
After Joe had left, Mr. Bunting sat tapping his fingers, a sure sign he was thinking, then turned to his wife.
Why do you think Joe was asking after Daisy?
Can't you tell? He's sweet on her.
What? Joe and our Daisy? Never.
Why do you think he kept on coming round when she was staying here last summer?
Well, I thought he wanted to see me.
Honestly, Bunting, you haven't the brains you were born with.
He could do worse.
He's too young to be thinking about marriage. It'll all come to nothing, Bunting. You mark my words.
With the peace of mind that financial security brings, Mrs. Bunting found herself sleeping better than she had in a long while. But then, 5 nights after Mr. Sleuth had first moved in, she was woken by the sounds of footsteps creeping past her bedroom door.
Bunting, are you awake?
The footsteps carried on down the stairway, and then Mrs. Bunting heard the front door being gently closed. She pulled out the pocket watch that her husband kept beneath his pillow and tried to make out the time.
3 o'clock.
For the next 2 hours, Mrs. Bunting lay as still as death, until finally she heard the front door open and footsteps creep back towards the lodger's room. Despite her anxiety, she managed to fall into a dreamless sleep. But when she woke the following morning, a single question beat in her mind.
Where on earth was he going in the middle of the night?
Although he didn't give the Buntings a great deal of trouble, Mr. Sleuth was a difficult lodger in one particular respect. His dislike of meat meant that they had to provide him with a strictly vegetarian diet. Mrs. Bunting resolved the matter by sending her husband to the fish market early each morning to procure a piece of cod or haddock. After the troubled night she had just endured, Mrs. Bunting was looking forward to the peace and tranquillity that her husband's absence would afford, so she wasn't best pleased to be summoned to the front door by a series of sharp knocks.
All right, I'm just coming.
Hello, Mrs. B. May I come in?
Joe, whatever's the matter? You're as white as a sheet.
It's the Avenger. There's been another. And I found the body.
I've made you a nice cup of tea, Joe. You need warming up.
Thank you, Mrs. B.
It's a pity Bunting's gone out. I'm sure he'd like to hear the details.
I'll call round again this evening. I don't want to be on my own too much at present.
Was there another note on the body?
Yeah. With the monster's name on it, signed in red ink.
He does leave them then. Bunting thought they might have been left there later by a practical joker.
We all did. There's some very strange people about, but they're his handiwork, all right. No doubt about it.
You still look pale, Joe. Are you sure you won't have something to eat?
Something to eat? I don't think I'll ever eat again.
That's silly. You'll make yourself ill.
Perhaps I'll try a slice of bread and butter later. I've a long day ahead of me. I've been up since 4 already.
4? Is that when the killer struck?
Yeah. Well, it was only by the merest chance that I was in the neighbourhood. If I'd have got there a minute sooner, I'd have caught him about his filthy work.
Oh, goodness.
As it is, 2 or 3 people saw him vanishing into the fog.
Did they say what he looked like?
Oh, it was too dark to see him properly. They just said he was tall and lean. There was one thing they mentioned, though.
Yes?
They all agreed that he was carrying a little leather bag.
Ellen? There you are, Ellen. Didn't you hear me calling? I've bought Mr. Sleuth a lovely bit of sole.
Put it down over there. I'll see to it in a minute.
Are you all right, my dear? You seem miles away.
Joe Chandler called whilst you were out.
There hasn't been another murder.
Yes.
Where did they find the body?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Oh, Ellen.
You can ask him yourself. He's calling back later.
Well, that might not be for hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bunting, but I haven't time to argue. I've got to take Mr. Sleuth his breakfast.
Would you like me to take him up his tray?
Of course not. Why would I?
I don't know, my dear. You don't seem yourself at all.
It was with some apprehension that Mrs. Bunting knocked on Mr. Sleuth's door.
Come in.
As soon as she entered, however, her fears and anxieties melted away. She had somehow expected her lodger to look different, but he was sitting in his familiar place, reading the Bible. The smile he gave her as she came in was, if anything, even more pleasant than usual.
I'm sorry I'm late, sir.
There's no need to apologise. I fear I give you a great deal of trouble, Mrs. Bunting.
Bless you, no, sir. Bunting and I often remark that you're the easiest lodger we've ever had.
Is anything the matter?
I'm sorry, sir?
You appear to be looking for something.
Oh, I was just thinking how tidy you keep your room, sir. I can't even see your old leather bag.
I've locked it away in that little mahogany cabinet.
I see, sir.
If you want to dust and polish, I'm afraid you'll have to wait until this evening. I intend to spend the day studying the scriptures.
Very good, sir.
I'm never at a loss for something to do, Mrs. Bunting, when I have the book of books to hand.
Mrs. Bunting left Mr. Sleuth's room, convinced that her lodger was nothing more than a harmless eccentric. A harmless eccentric, moreover, who had saved her from disaster.
I've got myself all upset for no reason. That's what I've done.
As she descended the stairs, however, she felt all her old suspicions starting to creep back, until by the time she reached the parlour, she was once more uneasy in her mind.
The postman's just been.
Are there any letters for Mr. Sleuth?
No, my dear. There is a letter from Daisy, though.
Oh, yes.
Apparently there's scarlet fever in the house, so she's coming to stay with us.
She might have had the goodness to ask first.
Don't be like that, Ellen. She is our niece.
I have quite enough to do without some slip of a girl getting under my feet. Mr. Sleuth causes me more trouble than you seem to realise.
That's all the more reason to be glad she's coming. She'll be able to help.
Oh, you've got an answer for everything, Bunting. I suppose she'd better come, then.
Thank you, my dear.
You never know. Getting her hands dirty for once might actually do her some good.
Joe Chandler, as reliable as ever, called in on the Buntings at a little after 7. He had recovered from his earlier agitation and was full of eager excitement. Mrs. Bunting, interested in spite of herself, listened in silence whilst he and her husband talked.
I'm as right as a trivet, thanking you kindly. I've had a good rest and I'm ready for the fray. The Yard thinks there's going to be another murder tonight.
Do they?
Haven't you noticed? He always does them in pairs.
You're right, he does. I hadn't thought of that.
The Yard really want him caught, Mr. B. They're not best pleased with some of the things being written about them in the press. Have you seen this evening's Standard?
Seen it? He scoured it from cover to cover.
Listen to this. The police clearly have no clue as to the identity of the perpetrator or perpetrators of these horrible crimes. Under the circumstances, we can only wonder that the Chief Commissioner hasn't felt compelled to offer his resignation. Well, what do you make of that?
Well, I think it's a rotten shame. I'm sure the poor old gentleman's doing his best.
Quite right, too.
The paper talks about perpetrators, Joe. Is it possible... Could more than one man be responsible?
It's possible, I suppose. I don't think it's very likely, though.
But there could be more than one.
Like I say, Mrs. B, we can't be sure about anything.
You'll catch the monster, Joe. I know you will.
Not sitting here, I won't. I'm afraid it's time I was going. I'll see myself out.
You take care of yourself, Joe Chandler.
Don't you worry, Mrs. B. You can rely on me for that. Any news of Miss Daisy, by the way?
Yes, Joe. Her mother's gone down with scarlet fever, so she's coming to stay with us.
Oh, good. The Yard thinks there's going to be another murder tonight.
Mrs. Bunting heard Joe's words over and over again as she tried to sleep. Midnight came, then 1, then 2, and still she remained perfectly awake. Finally, at 3, she heard the sounds she had both dreaded and expected. The lodger crept past her door, carried on down the stairs, then quietly, ever so quietly, let himself out. Despite herself, Mrs. Bunting gave a little sob of terror.
Is something the matter?
Everything's fine, Bunting. Go back to sleep.
But everything wasn't fine. For the next 2 hours, Mrs. Bunting lay absolutely still, staring out into the darkness, until she heard the front door open again and her lodger creep back to his room. Wearily she pulled the blankets over her head and tried to rest, but it was all to no avail. Mr. Sleuth had once remarked that sleep had become an infrequent visitor, and Mrs. Bunting now found herself in the same situation.
A carriage has just pulled up outside. Must be Daisy.
Where have you put this morning's paper?
Didn't you hear me? I said Daisy's arrived.
I heard you and I asked where you put the paper.
It's over there on the dresser.
Well, don't stand there gawping then. Go and help Daisy with her luggage.
You're an odd un, Helen. You really are.
Mrs. Bunting had spent the morning in an agony of suspense. She'd watched her husband slowly reading the paper as he ate his breakfast. Normally, if there'd been another killing, he'd have read out the details. His silence had given her hope, but she had to check for herself. Feverishly, she scanned the Morning Echo from cover to cover. To her immense relief, there was no mention of the Avenger claiming another victim.
Oh, thank God.
It was, therefore, with a much lighter heart that she turned her attention to clearing away the breakfast things.
Helen, look who's here.
Hello, Aunt Ellen.
Hello, my dear. I trust you had a pleasant journey.
Oh, I would have been here much sooner, but the police have cordoned off all the roads after what happened.
After what happened?
Haven't you heard? It's the Avenger again.
But there's nothing in the papers.
It happened after they'd gone to press.
Not another murder.
2 of them, this time. The cabman told me, and both at King's Cross.
Isn't it terrible? That's only just up the road.
Helen!
Oh, quickly, help her to a chair.
I'm all right. Don't fuss.
Come on, come and sit down, my dear.
Have you got any brandy?
There's some in the cupboard.
Oh, I just came over a little faint, that's all.
You want to get yourself to a doctor, Aunt Ellen. Drink this. You'll feel better in a moment.
Thank you, my dear.
I expect it's just a strain catching up with her. We've had a tough time of it, Daisy. Tougher than you might imagine.
I'm sorry to hear it, Uncle.
But we're all right now, aren't we, Helen? Thanks to Mr. Sleuth.
Yes, Bunting. We're all right now, thanks to Mr. Sleuth.
Mrs. Bunting remained out of sorts for the rest of the day. It wasn't until night fell that she regained some of her usual vigour.
Are you feeling any better, Aunt Ellen?
You don't want to worry about me, my dear. I just had a silly little turn, that's all.
Through here, Joe. Look, we have a visitor.
Oh.
Evening, Mrs. B.
Hello, Joe.
Evening, Miss Daisy.
Hello, Joe.
Daisy looks prettier than ever, doesn't she, Joe?
Oh, I'm sure I couldn't say.
Well, that isn't very nice.
I'm sorry, Miss Daisy. I didn't mean any offence.
You're a nasty, cruel man, Joe Chandler. But I forgive you.
Joe has some more news about the Avenger.
Oh, why must we talk about that horrible man?
Well, I'd like to hear your news, Joe. Come and sit alongside me.
Thank you, Miss Daisy.
Well?
Keep it to yourselves, but we think we've found his knife.
No.
It's a wicked-looking thing, as keen as a razor and pointed as a dagger.
Oh, I'd give anything to see it.
Bunting.
Sorry, dear.
Well, I'd like to see it too.
Would you, Miss Daisy?
Oh, yes. Just thinking about the Avenger makes me tingle inside.
If we catch him, I'll take you along to our Black Museum. I dare say it'll end up there.
Your Black Museum? Whatever's that?
Well, it's a little place we maintain at the yard, Mr. B. It's where we put all the weapons used in murders.
Well, knives and things.
Knives, ropes, little bottles of poison.
Well, can you take me there, can you please, Joe?
Well, I'd have to get permission from Inspector Hopkins. He's my boss. But I don't see why not.
Thank you, Joe. You're a good, kind man. I'm sorry I teased you earlier.
When can we go?
You're coming too, then?
Of course I am.
Oh.
I'm not missing out on the Black Museum. Not for all the tea in China.
Honestly, Bunting.
What?
Shall we say early next week? You're welcome to come with us as well, Mrs. B.
You're not showing me around some chamber of horrors, thank you very much. The very idea of the place makes me feel sick.
Mr. Sleuth rarely ventured out during the daytime. By a happy coincidence, however, on the afternoon that Mr. Bunting and Daisy visited the Black Museum, he decided to purchase himself a new pair of gloves. As soon as he'd gone, Mrs. Bunting hurried to his rooms. She told herself she intended to clean them, but her true motive, although she wouldn't admit it, was to conduct a thorough search. She opened drawers, examined shelves, even rolled back part of the carpet, but failed to find anything amiss. Finally, her eye alighted on the little mahogany cabinet in the corner.
Oh, open, blast you, open!
Although she tugged at its doors, they remained resolutely locked. Finally, in desperation, she took hold of the entire cabinet and tipped it forward.
Oh, my lord, what have I done?
She heard a strange rumbling from inside. Then a thick, dark liquid began to ooze out onto the carpet. Nervously, she dipped her fingers in it.
Oh, it's ink. It's just red ink.
Of course it was. What else could it have been?
What are you doing, Mrs. Bunting?
Oh, Mr. Sleuth, forgive me, sir. I didn't hear you come in.
I asked you a question, Mrs. Bunting.
I was dusting your rooms when I came over all funny. I had to lean against your cabinet for a moment. I'm afraid I've broken something inside.
So I observe.
It's only ink, sir. I'll wipe it up for you.
Perhaps I was ill-advised to keep it in there.
I'll go and fetch a wet cloth.
As she left the room, Mrs. Bunting felt immensely relieved. What could be more innocent than a bottle of ink, even if it was red? By the time she reached the kitchen, however, an uneasy thought had started to form. Didn't the Avenger use red ink when he was signing his name? Mrs. Bunting longed to share her suspicions with her husband. Sometimes she thought she'd burst if she didn't. But she knew that it would be unfair to burden the poor, slow-thinking old man with her worries. Instead, when he and Daisy returned from the Black Museum, she put on a great show of high spirits. So successful was her performance that the pair of them both remarked on how much brighter she seemed.
And then I saw the actual bottle of arsenic used in the Notting Hill murders. It all but made my hair stand on end.
What hair?
Oh, tell her about the death masks, Uncle Robert.
Oh, yeah. They've made plaster casts of all the killers they've hanged. The faces, I mean. You should see some of their expressions.
When they hang the Avenger, I expect they'll make one of him.
Don't be so bloodthirsty, my girl.
Be fair, Mrs. B. If anyone deserves to hang, it's that madman.
If he's a madman, he belongs in an asylum. The poor creature needs help, not punishment.
Well, there she goes again. She's always taking that monster's part.
I am not.
I'll tell you about it later, Joe.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Joe's taken me to the pantomime this evening.
Is he indeed?
He asked me as we were leaving the Black Museum.
I haven't seen a pantomime in 20 years. Can I come?
Bunting?
What?
I expect they'd rather go on their own.
Oh? Oh, yes, of course. Say no more, Ellen. I quite understand.
Don't tap the side of your nose like that. It's common.
Just make sure you have her back at a decent hour.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. B. You needn't have any fears on that account.
And don't make too much noise when you come in. Remember, we've got a lodger.
I'll try, Aunt Ellen. But sometimes I forget he even exists.
I beg your pardon?
Can you believe it, Joe? I've been here for days and I still haven't seen him.
Ellen likes to keep Mr. Sleuth to herself, my dear.
I know she does. If I were you, Uncle Robert, I think I'd be ever so slightly jealous.
Are you feeling quite well, sir? You've hardly touched your tea.
I'm afraid I'm suffering from a slight headache. I'm sure the cold night air will soon freshen me up.
You're not going out again, sir? Not tonight.
Why, Mrs. Bunting? Whatever's the matter?
Oh, please, stay at home, sir. It's so cold and foggy out.
It's kind of you to express concern, Mrs. Bunting, but I must be at liberty to come and go as I please. I couldn't stay here if I felt my movements were being restricted.
Oh, I'm not restricting your movements, sir. Heaven knows I've done everything I can to make you feel comfortable.
I know you have, Mrs. Bunting, and I greatly appreciate it.
Then why not stay in? The streets are so dark and dangerous.
I shall be perfectly safe. I have the Lord to protect me. And as for the darkness, I welcome it, Mrs. Bunting. I sometimes think that the darkness is my only friend.
This is very pleasant, isn't it? Me with my paper, you with your sewing.
It'd be a great deal pleasanter if you weren't still reading about the Avenger.
I'm not the only one who's interested in him, my love. I know your precious Mr. Sleuth has been studying the case.
Mr. Sleuth? What are you talking about?
I happened to go into his room the other day and I caught him writing in a little notebook. He soon snapped it shut, but I saw the names of one or two of the victims.
Are you sure?
Yes, my dear.
Well, what if he is studying it? He is a gentleman after all. It's only natural that he takes an interest in current affairs.
You're very fond of him, aren't you?
There's something sad about him, Bunting. Something haunted.
We'd certainly miss his money if he went.
Oh, don't say such things. I couldn't go back to how we were. I'd sooner die.
There, my dear. Don't upset yourself. We'd find someone else.
Not at the moment, we wouldn't.
The Avenger can't go on killing forever, at least. That's what the papers say.
I wish I could believe it, Bunting. I really do.
If he isn't caught, he's bound to give up eventually. There must come a time when even an avenger feels he's been avenged.
Mrs. Bunting went to the kitchen to prepare her husband's supper. As she chopped the vegetables, she found herself once more thinking about Mr. Sleuth. Surely the suspicions she harboured could be dismissed as little more than coincidences. How could someone who always greeted her with such a warm smile be anything other than harmless?
He's a good man. I know he is.
And if he weren't? Could she really betray the man who'd saved her from destitution? She was far from certain that she could.
Mrs. Bunting?
Surely that couldn't be the lodger. He never ventured down to the kitchen.
I see you have your stove burning. Excellent.
Mr. Sleuth, whatever's the matter?
Just let me warm myself by it.
Well, wouldn't you rather I made you up a nice fire in your room?
I don't want to be on my own. Not just yet.
You don't look at all well. Perhaps I should summon a doctor.
There's no need to trouble yourself. I shall be perfectly all right again in a moment.
Mr. Sleuth refused to say any more, but remained by the stove, absorbing its heat. Mrs. Bunting couldn't help noticing, however, how violently the hands he held out towards it trembled and shook. The following morning, Mrs. Bunting woke from a light and troubled sleep, feeling weary and unrefreshed. Her husband was downstairs making them a cup of tea. As she trudged to the dressing-table, she wondered why it was taking him so long to perform such a simple task. When he came back 10 minutes later, she had her answer. He'd been out to buy a newspaper.
Guess what, Ellen? There's been another.
No.
She'd half expected it, yet still she felt the blood draining from her face.
And this time it's the Edgware Road. Can you believe it, my love? He's getting closer.
Good morning, Uncle Robert. Where's Aunt Ellen?
I've sent her to see the doctor. She had another one of her fainting fits whilst she was getting dressed.
Oh, poor Aunt Ellen.
She didn't want to go, of course, but I can be quite firm when my mind's made up. I am the master of the house, after all.
Yes, Uncle Robert.
Best not tell her I said that, though. We don't want any unpleasantness.
Well, is there anything I can do to help while she's gone?
You can move out the light for a start.
What do you need light for? You're only polishing shoes.
I like to see what I'm doing. I won't be able to shine them properly otherwise.
Whose are those funny-looking rubber-soled boots?
They belong to Mr. Sleuth, my dear.
Oh, the mysterious Mr. Sleuth. I wish I could meet him.
Well, now's your chance. He'll be expecting his breakfast in a moment. I'll let you take it up.
Come in, Mrs. Bunting.
I'm afraid Aunt Ellen has gone out, sir. I'm her niece.
Ah, your aunt has often spoken of you, my child. Remind me again of your name.
I'm Daisy, sir. Daisy Parsons.
Tell me, Daisy, are you a good Christian?
I try to be, sir.
Do you honour your father and mother as the Bible instructs?
My father's dead, sir, but I hope I'm always respectful towards my mother.
I hope so too. God doesn't easily forgive those who break his commandments.
That's what my Sunday school teacher always says.
You do well to heed his words. If young people could only learn to love virtue, a great deal of
Yes, sir?
suffering might be avoided.
Are you all right, sir? You seem a little upset.
Forgive me, my child. I didn't mean to alarm you. I suddenly found myself being troubled by unpleasant memories.
I'm very sorry to hear it.
Put my tray down on the table. It was good of you to bring it to me.
Well, I like to help out when I can. Aunt Ellen won't always allow it.
I'm sure she has her reasons. I hold your aunt in the highest regard.
I know you do, sir. And she returns the compliment.
Does she?
Oh, yes, sir. She says you're the best lodger she's ever had.
I wish I were worthy of her approbation. But I'm not sure I am. I fear that the day may be coming when she'll choose to view me in an altogether less favourable light.
Bunting!
I'm in the kitchen.
I don't know why I let you persuade me to go. 4 hours I was kept in that surgery.
What did the doctor have to say?
He gave me a big bottle of tonic and told me to take more rest. Rest indeed. Anyone would think I was 80.
It sounds like good advice, my love. Why don't you sit down and let me make you a cup of tea?
Oh, thank you, Bunting, I will.
I had a stroke of luck whilst you were out. You know I have a friend in the catering trade.
Yes?
He popped round to see me a few hours ago. Apparently he's organising a party for some very well-to-do folk, and he wants me to wait table.
We'd best look at your dress suit then. I dare say it'll need pressing. When is this party?
This evening, my love. Will you be able to manage without me?
I'll do my best.
You won't be entirely on your own. There's Daisy, of course, and Mr. Sleuth.
Oh, yes, Mr. Sleuth. How is he?
You'll have to ask Daisy about that. I let her take him up his breakfast this morning.
You did what?
She found him very sad and mysterious. She's resolved to try and bring him out of himself.
You're a fool, Bunting. You shouldn't have let that girl go anywhere near him.
She thinks he took rather a shine to her.
I don't want her ever speaking to him again, is that clear?
Where are you going, Ellen? What about your tea?
Bother my tea. I'm going to check up on the lodger.
Come in.
I'm sorry to trouble you, sir. I just wanted to see that everything was all right.
Why shouldn't it be?
Well, I don't know, sir, but Bunting said he let my niece bring you up your breakfast.
I found her most agreeable. She seems a good girl.
She is, sir. Very good.
Young women can sometimes be wanton and disobedient, but I can tell she's been properly brought up. She put me in mind of somebody else.
Oh, yes, sir. Who might that be?
You seem a trifle agitated, Mrs. Bunting. Are you unwell?
My nerves aren't all they might be, sir. I had to visit the doctor.
I hope he did you some good, Mrs. Bunting. Doctors are a much maligned body of men, but they do their best.
I'm sure they do, sir.
Are you sure that nothing else is the matter?
I was just wondering if you wanted another scuttle of coal, sir. It's icy out and getting icier. Anyone with any sense would stay in the warm.
Why do you say that, Mrs. Bunting? I hope you're not trying to restrict my movements again.
Of course not, sir. I was thinking of my husband. He's got to go out tonight and work.
I see. Well, Mrs. Bunting, we can only hope that the poor fellow doesn't catch cold.
When night fell, the weather became even more inclement. Mr. Bunting, however, walking home from his engagement, couldn't have cared less. The young lady at whose party he'd served had rewarded him with a shiny gold sovereign, and this simple act of kindness had raised his spirits immeasurably.
I don't care what the radicals say. There's nothing wrong with rich folk.
As he approached the house, he saw his lodger coming from the opposite direction. Judging from the sweat on his face, Mr. Sleuth had been walking at some speed, but his thick rubber-soled boots meant that he moved as silently as any ghost.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Bunting, it's you.
Cold night for a walk, sir?
Yes, I've been to visit a friend in Primrose Hill.
Allow me to open the gate.
As he passed, Mr. Bunting accidentally brushed his hand against his lodger's coat.
Oh, forgive me, sir.
You look startled. No doubt you're wondering why my sleeve is so damp.
I expect it's just the sleet, sir. The night air is full of it.
The sleet? Yes, Mr. Bunting. That's precisely what it is.
But it wasn't merely sleet Mr. Bunting had felt on his lodger's coat. He was certain of that. As soon as Mr. Sleuth had gone inside, he examined his hand by the light of the street lamp. It was just as he'd feared. His knuckles were liberally coated with fresh blood.
Bunting, is that you?
Yes, dear.
How was the party?
Bunting?
What's the matter?
Well, I'm just a little tired, that's all. Go back to sleep.
But sleep didn't visit either of the Buntings that night. Instead, they both stayed awake, each of them troubled by suspicion and dread. Slowly, methodically, Mr. Bunting pieced together what he knew about the lodger, until finally a picture began to emerge. By daybreak he'd reached a terrible conclusion about the man he was sheltering beneath his roof.
Are you ill, Bunting? You've hardly touched your breakfast.
I don't seem to have much of an appetite this morning.
I can't afford to waste good food. You should have told me if you were out of sorts.
How is Mr. Sleuth?
Very quiet and withdrawn. He didn't eat much either.
Good morning.
What time do you call this, my girl? Most decent folks have been up for hours.
Can't afford to miss out on my beauty sleep. Jo has taken me to a concert this evening.
Don't be hard on her, Ellen. She doesn't mean any harm.
Thank you, Uncle Robert. Have you got this morning's Chronicle?
I didn't bother with it.
Oh, I know you're not well. You buy that paper as if it were a matter of life or death.
I'm starting to think you're right, my dear. It doesn't do to dwell on morbid things. It puts unpleasant thoughts into your head.
I'm going to buy a copy anyway. The newsboys have been making a proper racket out in the street. I think there must have been another murder.
When Daisy returned with the paper, she insisted on reading it aloud. Whether it was her aunt or her uncle who was most distressed by what they heard, it's impossible to say. But both felt themselves seized by the most terrible fear.
He did this one in Primrose Hill. Apparently, they found her body stretched out on a park bench.
Noticing that her aunt was starting to look faint again, Daisy went to the kitchen to fetch her tonic. While she was gone, Mr. Bunting picked up the paper and, despite himself, carried on reading. To his horror, he discovered that Daisy had missed an important detail. The Avenger had left a clue at the scene of his latest crime. A single bloody footprint, made by a thick, rubber-soled boot.
Oh, let's draw the curtains and shut out the night.
Do you think we should leave London?
Leave London? What are you talking about?
We could stay with your brother in the country. Think how nice it'd be. No more dirt, no more fog, no more having to hear about the Avenger.
You're in a strange mood, Bunting. I've never known you so odd.
That was Joe at the front door.
You didn't ask him in.
There wasn't time. All police leave has been cancelled because of the latest killing.
I suppose that means he won't be taking you to the concert.
I'm afraid not.
Oh dear, I am sorry.
Never mind. I'm not short of admirers. I bumped into Mr. Sleuth a moment ago.
Mr. Sleuth?
What did he want?
He was looking so pale and sad that I asked him if he'd like to take me out.
Daisy, you shameless girl.
And what do you think? We're going to Madame Tussauds tomorrow afternoon.
Madame Tussauds? Mr. Sleuth? I don't believe it.
You must tell him you can't go.
I'm only trying to cheer him up.
Your uncle's quite right. You don't know what you've done.
There's no need to be jealous, Aunt Ellen. He's invited you as well.
Well, that doesn't make it any better.
You can come with us or stay at home. It's up to you, Aunt Ellen. But Mr. Sleuth and I are going to Madame Tussauds.
Realising that she had no choice, Mrs. Bunting accompanied Daisy and Mr. Sleuth to the Wax Museum. Alone in the house, her husband thought through his predicament. Most people in his situation would have gone straight to the police, but Mr. Bunting had an uneasy fear of the law. Public association with such a terrible case would, he felt sure, destroy his reputation forever. As he tried to settle on a course of action, he was interrupted by a knock at the front door.
Hello, Mr. B. May I come in?
Mr. Bunting no longer welcomed Joe's visits. He'd come to regard the young detective as an enemy who might bring ruin down upon his head at any moment.
Daisy's not here.
That's all right. It's you I've come to see.
Are you sure I can't make you a cup of tea?
Stop pacing about. You're making me nervous.
Sorry, Joe.
I think you know why I'm here.
No, I don't, Joe, honestly.
I want a word with you about your niece.
My niece? Oh, is that all?
Are you sure you're all right, Mr. B? You don't seem yourself.
I'm fine, Joe. What about Daisy?
As you know, I've been seeing rather a lot of her lately. And, well, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that all you've got to say on the matter?
Well, it's nothing to do with me. You'll have to ask her mother.
I know, but have you any idea how Daisy feels about me?
I'm sure I couldn't say. She likes you well enough, I think.
There is something bothering you, isn't there?
May I ask a question, Joe? If a man knew someone had committed a crime and he didn't go to the police, what would happen to him?
Well, what sort of crime?
A serious one. A very serious one.
Is there something you're not telling me?
I can't go on, Joe. All this deception is too much.
Yeah, I'm your friend, Mr. B. Tell me what's happened.
It's the Avenger, Joe.
The Avenger?
Yeah. I think I know who he is.
As soon as Mr. Bunting had finished his account, Joe went to consult his superiors. It was agreed that they would meet again, just half an hour later, outside Madame Tussauds.
Mr. Bunting?
Yes?
This is Chief Inspector Hopkins, Mr. B. He's in charge of the investigation.
You're sure that your suspicions about this man are well-founded?
Well, now that I come to think of it, I may be mistaken. The whole thing's probably a huge misunderstanding.
No harm in taking him in, though, just to be sure.
We'll wait until they leave the museum. No need to make a scene.
Here they come now.
There's no need for me to wait, is there? I've done my part.
Too late. They're coming over.
Bunting, what are you doing here?
And Joe?
Are you Mr. Sleuth?
What if I am?
I have here a warrant for your arrest.
Bunting, what have you said?
My arrest? On what charge?
On suspicion, sir, of murder. Take a seat.
Thank you, Inspector. Now perhaps you'll explain why I've been brought here.
Don't play games, sir. You know why.
Certain allegations have been made against you. Allegations concerning the Avenger killings.
You think I'm the Avenger? Surely not. That's too absurd.
It's no laughing matter.
Forgive me. I don't suppose you appreciate the humour of the situation. But I couldn't possibly be the Avenger, gentlemen. You see, I'm one of his victims.
I beg your pardon?
What can you tell me about the first girl he murdered?
She was a poor unfortunate who'd been sleeping rough.
That poor unfortunate was my daughter.
Your daughter?
You sound surprised. I wasn't always the miserable wretch you see before you.
What happened?
After her mother died, I tried to bring her up according to the teachings of the Bible. Perhaps I was too strict. I don't know. But I've always believed that our only hope of salvation lies in following the word of God.
I take it your daughter didn't agree.
She seemed to delight in disobeying me. Eventually it became apparent that it was impossible for us to carry on living together beneath the same roof.
So you threw her out?
What do you take me for? That would hardly be the act of a Christian. She chose to leave of her own accord.
You're very keen to paint yourself in a sympathetic light. But you've been heard reading aloud insulting remarks about women from the Bible.
Well, for a time I blamed my daughter and all her sex for the misery I was experiencing. It was an indulgence. I see that now. An indulgence of which I'm heartily ashamed.
If what you've told us is true, you're more to be pitied than condemned. But you still haven't explained what you're doing in London.
After my daughter died, I turned once more to the Bible. And there, in Exodus, I discovered what I must do. Well, life for life, gentlemen. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
You intended to avenge yourself upon the Avenger?
After careful study, I realised that he was moving west. I took rooms in the Marylebone Road and began my search in earnest. Night after night, I crept out and roamed the streets looking for him. But it wasn't God's will that I should succeed.
Did you come close?
On one occasion, I found a police surgeon examining a body. I was so distressed that I couldn't face returning to my lonely rooms. I'm afraid I imposed on Mrs. Bunting for the pleasure of her company and the warmth of her stove.
That's understandable.
Finally, however, the night before last...
Yes?
It was I who discovered the Primrose Hill victim. I very nearly lost my mind. Half fainting, I accidentally smeared my coat with some of the poor child's blood. I'm afraid I also left behind a footprint. No doubt I can thank my carelessness for my current incarceration.
Excuse me, sir.
Not now, Sergeant.
But it's important, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Sleuth. I'll be back in a moment.
Would you really have killed the Avenger?
When a dog has gone mad, it's an act of kindness to destroy it.
I still don't understand why you started associating with Miss Daisy.
For a long time, the company of young women stirred up painful memories. I even asked Mr. Bunting to remove the portraits of some from my rooms. But Daisy made me realise that I was wrong to cut myself off from humanity.
Life goes on, sir.
Yes, Mr. Chandler. Life goes on. Would you mind opening my little leather bag?
I'm not sure I should do that, sir.
Don't worry. You won't find a collection of butcher's knives. Just an assortment of papers and something infinitely precious.
Is this your daughter?
It's the only picture I have of her. Remarkable, isn't it? In a certain light, she and Daisy might be sisters.
All right, Mr. Sleuth, you're free to go.
Huh?
What?
He isn't the Avenger, son. He couldn't be. I've just heard from one of our patrols. They've got the Avenger cornered in an old tenement building, down by the docks. His luck was bound to run out eventually. A young constable caught him claiming his latest victim and gave chase.
Well, it's been another murder then.
I'm afraid so. But God willing, it'll be the last.
Thank you for allowing me to come with you, Inspector.
We can't have people taking the law into their own hands, Mr. Sleuth, no matter how well motivated. I feel happier knowing exactly where you are.
Have you got him yet?
No, sir. He ran into that building, but when we followed, he vanished.
What?
Look, sir, up on the roof.
He must have climbed through the skylight.
Who's your best marksman?
Silent River, sir.
Then finish it.
Very good, sir.
Is that him? He seems so ordinary.
What were you expecting?
I'm not sure. The very devil himself, perhaps.
Evil wears a human face, sir. You should know that.
Fire!
Well done, Rivers.
May I look at him?
Will it help?
I'm not sure. It might.
It's a pity we couldn't take him alive.
He got no more than he deserved. All they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
I'm sorry, sir?
The New Testament, Chandler. It isn't only Mr. Sleuth who studies the Bible.
Did you find out anything about the Avenger?
He was just an itinerant worker, Mr. B. A nobody, really.
A nobody who frightened the wits out of London for over a month.
I think I can hear Mr. Sleuth coming downstairs.
Poor Mr. Sleuth. Have you noticed how much smaller he seems? It's as though all the life has gone out of him.
I'm not surprised after all he's been through. How you could ever have thought he was the Avenger, I just don't know.
I've packed my few meagre belongings. Thank you for your many kindnesses, Mrs. Bunting. I've left you a small remuneration on the mantelpiece in my room.
Where will you go, sir? What will become of you?
The Almighty will provide. I'm certain of that.
Will we ever see you again?
No, but have this. It's something to remember me by.
Without saying another word, Mr. Sleuth went out into the night. Mrs. Bunting watched from the parlour window until he was swallowed up by the fog. Sadly, she turned to her husband, who was examining the souvenir that Mr. Sleuth had left behind. It was a notebook, chronicling the Avenger's movements, carefully and methodically written, in bright red ink. 3 months later, Mr. and Mrs. Bunting attended the wedding of Joe Chandler and Daisy. It was the last day the Buntings spent in London. The small remuneration that Mr. Sleuth had left them was sufficiently generous to enable them to buy themselves a cottage in the country. And there, amongst the fields and trees, they lived out their retirement. Occasionally, they considered renting out their spare bedroom, but they always decided against it, because, as Mrs. Bunting was wont to say,
Lodgers? We've had enough of lodgers to last us a lifetime.
In The Lodger by Mari Belloc Lowndes, dramatised by Stephen Sheridan, Nigel Anthony was the narrator, David Ryle, Mr. Bunting, Maggie McCarthy, Mrs. Bunting, John Glover, Mr. Sleuth, Harry Myers, Joe Chandler, Alison Pettit, Daisy, Paul Moriarty, Chief Inspector Hopkins, and Brett Fancy, the policeman. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Lodger was a peer production for BBC Radio 4, directed by David Blunt.
Cinema 100 on Radio 4.
Anton Lesser, Michael Sheen, Saskia Reeves, Bill Nye. Strangers on a Train. Written by Craig Warner. Based on the novel by Patricia Highsmith.
The human soul can be likened to a pair of horses, one white, one black, each pulling their driver toward a different path. The white horse is good, the black, base. And the driver, through his days on earth, labors ever to steer the two horses on a single road.
Are you traveling alone?
Yes.
What's the book?
Plato. I grabbed it off the shelf on my way out the door. I didn't think I'd actually read it.
Will you come into my drawing room for a drink?
I've ordered some dinner.
Well, they'll serve it in there. Have a drink with me. It'll pass the time.
You have this all to yourself?
Yeah, but what's the point unless you have a guest? Don't take offense, but I paid for your dinner.
Oh.
No, it's nothing. Charles Bruno.
Guy Haynes. At least let me buy you a drink.
There's no point. I have bottles and bottles. Here, have a swig from my personal flask. Nice, isn't it? I always fill it up and drink from the flask, never direct from the bottle. I like a bit of ceremony. Drink. Where are you going?
Metcalf, Texas.
On business?
Maybe.
Why don't you read me a bit of that book?
The white horse is tall and lean, with clear, shining black eyes. He loves glory, but with temperance and modesty. He sees and follows what is true. He needs no whip to guide him, but will move at the sound of a word. The black horse is deformed, haphazardly composed, with grey and bloodshot eyes fixed in a defiant stare. His temper is pettiness and gall, and he disdains and ignores, when he can, every crack of the driver's whip.
I agree with that 100%.
Do you?
Don't you? I think anyone is capable of anything. At the bottom of each of us is a god and a murderer. And either of those can get let out at any time if life plays us right.
I don't think I've got a murderer in me.
Oh, you've never met him. But he's in there, trust me. I think we start out as these huge immortal beings, and from the second we're born, we start to shrink and forget what we are. We forget our powers. We become mortal and small and gray horses. I think that's the worst thing that can happen on this earth. Don't you? Here, let me read something to you.
Okay.
It's a poem I keep in my wallet. Yeah. Let not young souls be smothered out before they do quaint deeds and fully flaunt their pride. It is the world's one crime its babes grow dull. Its poor are ox-like, limp and leaden-eyed. Not that they starve, but starve so dreamlessly. Not that they sow, but that they seldom reap. Not that they serve, but have no gods to serve. Not that they die, but that they die like sheep.
Steak and fries twice.
And then they realized it wasn't a pie at all. Oh, here. Drink.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, you want to come to Santa Fe with me?
Oh, no, I can't. After Metcalf, I'm going to Mexico for a few days, and then I've got a job to do.
What kind of a job?
I'm building a country club.
You're an architect?
Yeah.
A whole country club at your age? Wow, what's it going to be called?
The Palmyra.
I am going to join the Palmyra. I'm going to join right now. Here, I've got 2 glasses. Give me that flask. One for you.
Hey, don't spill it.
To the Palmyra's first member, Charles Bruno. Now, you clink my glass, and I'll know I am it. Woo-wee! You're going to be famous. We've got to do things in this life. I want to be immortal. I want to leave a trail of amazing deeds behind me. Things no one will ever forget. I have this feeling so much is going to happen, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for
what?
To live my life. Life is on ice at the moment. My father deflects all my money into his own exchequer, so I don't have any more money now than I had when I was at school.
Well, you seem to do okay.
Yeah, but it's not okay. You know why? Because every pleasure gets dirty coming through his hands. Ooh. It's not even his money. It's my mother's. He had his name put on it when I was a kid because he wanted to prevent me from having a life. He's even locked my car up sometimes because if I wanted to go out, it makes me sick. It's always been their mission. The mediocre, leaden-eyed people to smother anyone who's got a hint of a spark in them. Hasn't it? Huh? Why? Because they can't be us. That's why. So they want to kill us.
Yeah, I think good spirit floats to the top.
You building something in Metcalf?
No, tearing something down. I'm arranging my divorce.
You're married? Was she unfaithful? Huh? I can tell by your silence she was. What kind of girl was she, huh? One of those dumb southern redheads who gets easily bored?
You don't aim wide of the mark, do you?
I know that kind of woman. My father had a string of them. A string of... What's her name?
Miriam.
A string of Miriams. And so I know them inside and out.
My best friend, Lawrence. That's what happened. My best friend, Lawrence, happened. It was going on all along, and not just with Lawrence. Whew. Everybody knew. Everybody but me.
But you're still married.
Well, I didn't worry about getting a divorce until now.
What's different now?
She's going to have a child.
Not yours.
Not mine. You want to know the joke? She wants to come to Florida with me while I build the Palmyra.
Why?
Because the father of her child is married, and he won't be free till December.
She's going to soil the whole thing with her filthy little hands.
She says if I don't take her, she's going to come anyway.
She can't build, so she has to destroy.
But her powers only extend so far. If she won't see reason, I'm going to turn down the job.
Well, she's not going to see reason.
That's why I'm not getting my hopes up about doing the Palmyra.
You can't let her lose you the chance of a lifetime.
Well, what am I going to do? Oh, hell. She's not going to see reason.
Why should she? She's not a reasonable thing. She's just a thing to be stopped.
How?
You think you don't have a killer inside you? Well, you should find him and start with her.
Not me.
I'll do it then. With pleasure. It would be so easy. She's not a person. She's just a warm thing somewhere in the air that needs to get put out. I'll tell you what. I'll kill her for you if you kill my dad for me. Is that a deal?
Sure.
Think about it. We swap murders, then nobody could find us. Because none of the clues would make any sense. There'd be no motive. We'd have alibis. You wouldn't even know when I was going to do it. Suddenly, out of the blue, it would be done. You'd be free and nobody would come looking for me because we're strangers we haven't even met. It would drive the cops crazy. What do you think, guy? Huh? Clink my glass on it. Come on. Clink it.
To the power and elegance of your imagination, Bruno.
Charlie. Please. Call me Charlie.
But couldn't you just put up with her for a while?
It's impossible.
But you've done so much work on it already, they'll only steal your ideas.
I know.
Why are you giving her so much power over you?
What do you expect me to do? Tie her to a post in Metcalf?
Well, so she insists on going to Palm Beach. I mean, what if she does go? Would it be that bad? You put up with her all these years.
Exactly, and I'm not putting up with her anymore. She's not going to disgrace me in Palm Beach, Anne.
I just don't want you to regret this.
I swear to you, Anne, I've kissed the Palmyra goodbye with no regrets. I'll send them a telegram tomorrow.
Oh, here comes Daddy. No arguing in front of Daddy.
Mr. Haynes, telephone.
Guy, it's me, Charles Bruno. And guess where I am? I'm at the Kingdom of Fun in Metcalf. I did it, Guy. She's cold. She's lying there cold. I found her house, and I found her, and I followed her here. And, Guy, I love you. You're free now, huh? I did it. I was the last one to hear it. That voice that whispered I love you to you in the night, that lied to you in the middle of the night when she was lying there in the dark. And now she's lying there in the dark in the middle of the night, and it was nothing. Like I said it would be. It was nothing. You there, Guy? She was just a warm black spot in the air, just a warm thing that was darker than the air, with a voice which I was the last one to hear, and which I had the honor of squeezing right out of her throat. She's quiet and dead and cold. Now you can love her all you like.
Guy? Guy.
Guy Haynes?
Yes.
Come this way.
The quest continues for the slayer of Miriam Joyce Haynes of Metcalf, Texas, the victim of strangulation by an unknown assailant on Metcalf Island last night. Police, however, fear that obtainable fingerprints may be hazy.
Mr. Haynes, when did you leave Metcalf?
Did you go directly to Mexico?
Did you harbor any animosity towards your wife?
How long have you known Ann Faulkner?
Did you know your wife had a lover?
Did you know she was pregnant?
Was it yours?
Was it his?
The husband of the deceased,
Mr. Guy Daniel Haynes,
who was being held for questioning,
Would you say you rose quickly to peaks of violent aggression?
has now been released.
What a nice suit. How nice you look. And an alligator briefcase. That's very beautiful, Guy.
I don't know why I'm here.
Sit down. You've got the glow of success. I take pride in that. I've seen pictures of you laying stones on the Palmyra, and I've taken more pride in that than in anything else I've ever done. Waiter.
I don't want anything.
Just a drink.
You'll see us together.
It's dark. He doesn't. Yes, hello. Another scotch for me and one for my friend.
I wasn't going to come.
I'm glad you did.
I told myself if you called me again, I'd go to the police and tell them everything.
But you didn't.
No.
You came.
I don't know why.
Because we're in it together.
We are not in it together. You are in it alone, Bruno.
You asked me to do it. You said it would be perfect, the perfect pair of murders.
You said that, not me.
You agreed with me on the train.
I've had enough.
Guy, don't go.
Don't call me again.
If you go now, I'll tell everyone about our plan.
What plan?
How's it gonna look, Guy? Why would I kill your wife? Someone I don't even know. Why would I go to Metcalf to kill your wife?
Because you're insane.
Why me more than you? Who would they believe? No, we've got to finish it. I've given you your freedom, now you've got to give me mine.
What do you mean?
I want you to stick to the plan. I want you to kill my father.
Don't try to contact me again.
I'll say you paid me. If you don't kill my father, I'll say you paid me to kill your wife. That's all there is to it. How's it gonna look? You've got to come into it with me. I've killed your wife. You are not leaving me out here alone.
Don't involve me in this.
You are involved, Guy, if only for one simple fact. That this deed I have done is like a crown on my head. And nobody can see it but you.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Quiet.
Go home and get some sleep, old chum. If Shaw Realty calls, you'll be the first one I'll tell.
I don't need sleep. I need work.
Doug Freer told me Shaw loved your drawings. The contract's just a formality, so sleep. While you can. Hey, look at this. It came in under the door. To the greatest architect in the world. Question is it for me or is it for you? Let's see. It's a drawing. A house in Great Neck.
I'll take it. It's from an old friend of mine, I'm sure.
Whoa, hang on.
Come on.
Look, it's got measurements for all the rooms in the house, plus the measurements of the grounds, but in paces, not in feet. 23 paces from the footpath to the cherry tree, 16 paces from the cherry tree to the side of the house, 10 paces along the side of the house to the back door.
Come on, give it here.
Do not use main stairs. All squeak.
Yeah.
What's that?
Hi, Ann.
Yeah, nothing, a joke.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, it's not even funny.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, well, I'm off. Oh, don't forget to tell her about Deems.
What about Deems?
Oh, it's nothing. They've asked me to go back there and make a speech.
That's an honor.
Well, I'm not doing it.
You have to.
I don't feel like flying all the way to Chicago. I don't have anything to say.
You don't feel like doing anything anymore, do you?
I want to work.
Let's look at your old sketchbooks from college. That'll inspire you.
Oh, Anne, please.
Here you go. Oh. Oh, look. One of your old essays. A house should reflect the habits of those who live in it. Oh, that's good. For instance, will the child pause at the window for the view before he climbs the 15 steps to his bedroom to sleep? Oh, God.
Hello?
I want to see you, Guy.
Sorry, wrong number. Let's go somewhere.
Where?
Anywhere, a movie.
Oh, what movie?
Any movie, come on.
Your phone's ringing.
Let it ring, come on.
It's as if we hardly know each other anymore.
If you'll only forgive me, it'll give me the strength to start again, to blot out the past from my mind, and to love you the way I was always meant to.
Do you think my forgiveness will mean that much?
It's the only thing there is.
You all right, honey?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some popcorn.
Oh, get me a Coke.
You little...
I was watching the film too, Guy.
You were watching us. You were watching us.
I want to know what you do.
I want some peace. I can't walk in the street without seeing you out the corner of my eye.
When are you gonna do it, Guy?
I'm not gonna do it.
We made a deal.
You made a deal. You do it yourself.
It'll be so easy, Guy. I've done all the planning.
I know. I've been getting your insane letters.
You read them?
They're always the same.
I know. Then when you really do it, it won't be like something new you're doing. It'll be like something you've done 100 times before.
I don't need any more letters. I already know the plan. I know what train to take, where to turn at the street lamp, how to get across the back lawn. I know the smell of the carpet and the sound of the grandfather clock on the landing. I've had enough. And now Myers got hold of your drawing, and Anne almost saw it too.
Why didn't you tell me about it, Guy?
Now, she doesn't concern you.
Anything that concerns you concerns me. You are gonna kill my father, and you are gonna do it next Friday night. I'm going away with my mother for just a couple of days. My dad'll be home, and only the butler will be there. But you have to do it next Friday night, or there won't be another chance for months.
How do you expect me to do it, eh? With my hands?
I'll get you a gun.
I don't want a gun.
And you'll have to say yes by Monday, or I am writing to Anne.
You leave her out of it.
She's in on it with us, Guy. She is in on it too, if you want her to be. And tomorrow, you get a present from your friend, Charlie. Beautiful, isn't it? Elegant and compact. A minor masterpiece of architecture. Put the bullets in the chamber and hear it spin. A cold beauty. I chose it just for you. Now for your daily letter. Dear Guy, it's Friday night at 8:25 and you're ready to leave your room. You check to make sure you've got the gun with you, several bullets, and the key to my back door. The lock on the back door is broken, but bring the key with you in case they've had it mended by then.
No, you can't see me in here. You can't see me in here.
Guy?
Anne?
Yeah, I got a letter about you today. I thought I should mention it. Should I read it to you? Dear Miss Faulkner, it may interest you to know that Guy Haynes played a greater role in the murder of his wife than the world at present thinks. In any event, he may not remain a free man much longer, because the truth will out.
Guy, it's almost Friday. Tell me when you're ready. I have nothing to do but this.
Telephone! Guy, you want me to get it?
No, I'll get it. Hello?
Guy, it's Doug Freer here from Shore Realty.
Oh, hello, Doug.
Listen, we've received a letter concerning you. I'm afraid it's rather distressing. Shall I read it? To whom it may concern. No doubt it will interest you to learn that Guy Daniel Haynes, whose wife was murdered last June, played more of a role in the deed than the courts at present realize. Soon there will be a retrial, and his real part in the crime will come to light. This is not a joke. This is from one who knows. We're all sure that this is just a crank. But a lot of money's changing hands over this job, and we have to be absolutely sure that everything goes without a hitch. So I'm afraid we're going to have to work with someone else this time around. I'm sorry, Guy.
I can see you in the dark.
Are you ready now?
Yes.
It's nearly over. Then you can sleep.
And then I'll see you?
You won't see me.
If I sleep?
Only if you sleep.
My friend.
Stand up.
I know the words.
Dear Guy.
Dear Guy.
It's Friday night at 8:25.
Friday night.
And you're ready to leave your room. You check to make sure you've got the gun with you. Several bullets and the key to my back door. The lock on the back door is broken, but bring the key with you in case they've had it mended by then. The train leaves you at Great Neck Falls. You go out the third exit and onto the main road. The small road on the left leads you up a hill. At the crest is a footpath. You take it. You walk 60 paces and you see a lamp with an oily blue and gold halo. It marks a gate. You open the gate and walk 40 paces to the wall. You jump over the wall. You see the house in the dark. Run straight toward it, and in the dark go up the steps to the back door. To the stairs now. And don't forget that the 4th and the 7th stairs squeak, and so does the start of the landing. So remember to skip 4, skip 7, and step wide at the top. You can remember that. It's a syncopated rhythm. At the top of the stairs, you hear the grandfather clock. The butler's door is just beside it. This is the closest you'll come to anyone.
A house should reflect the habits of those who live in it. For instance, will the child pause at the window for the view before he climbs the 15 steps to his bedroom to sleep?
My father's door is just on the right. You follow the snoring. There will be a moon, so you may see the shape of his head against the pillow. You take the gun from your pocket and aim it at his head. It is not a person. It is a target. And remember, You've done this many times before. This is only one of the times.
Honestly, it's not bad up there, and the work is good, which leads me to listen to what I wanted to talk to you about.
Isn't my wife beautiful?
I know it's not
all in white.
As beautiful as a white bridge.
Do you remember that?
Guy, I've been trying to tell you. I've been appointed to the Alberta Dam Committee. It's a white bridge, Guy. It's what you've always wanted to build.
How'd you know they'd have me?
They'd have you. I've already put your name forward. Acceptance is guaranteed.
Oh, I don't know if it's me anymore.
Well, how can it not be you? You never let up about it at college. You were going to build a white bridge with a span like an angel's wing. Don't you remember?
Of course I remember.
White Bridge was practically a middle name. How can it not be you anymore?
I've grown up. Or something. Honey, you haven't kissed the best man.
Oh, I have, but you look so good, I'll do it again.
And now I'm off to practice my speech. Tell me you'll think about it, Guy, huh? You only live once.
And a kiss for you. Guy, you've got a scar under your eye. You've covered it up. How did you get a scar under your eye?
It's nothing.
And another one here. And on your wrist. What happened to you?
Oh, Guy, I've come to offer you my best wishes.
Well, ignore Mr. Etiquette here. I'm Anne Haynes.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your wife, Guy?
This is Charles Bruno.
Pleased to meet you.
You know, you must be the most beautiful bride I've ever seen.
And you must have seen thousands. Well, how do you know Guy?
Oh, I've known Guy just about all of his life, haven't I, Guy?
That's right, yes.
You could even say I was his closest friend. Isn't that true, Guy?
Yes, that's true.
He's never mentioned you before. Where did you meet?
Where was it, Guy?
At the Parker Art Institute, I think.
Oh, yes, at the Parker. How long ago was it?
Oh, Anne, your mother wants a picture.
Oh, be right back.
I thought I was never going to see you again.
It's a time for celebration.
And now we've been seen together by all these people.
Nobody can sniff their wares. We've left them running in all directions, and I just wanted to share your success with you. You were brilliant, Guy. Not a hitch.
I ran the wrong way in the woods and got caught up in the trees. I've got scars and bruises. Anne's noticed.
Nobody is smart enough to figure it out. We can relax now. We're immortal. We're above them all.
Oh, they're about to make the speeches.
I'll go fill my glass.
You don't want to stay for the speeches?
I wouldn't miss them for the world. They're about you, my friend. Let me salute you, Guy, and you, Anne Haynes. May we all live a long and peaceful and contented life together. To that. To that. I'm not answering any of your questions.
Charles, your mother has asked me to stay on.
What for?
Some people are concerned about your father's death.
I'm concerned, but if we need a private investigator, I'd vote for getting a good one.
Yeah, but I knew him best.
I'm going to talk to my mother about this. I don't see why we should keep my dad's minder on the payroll when my dad's not even alive to mine.
It's not the money, Charles. I'd work on this case for nothing. Your father was my friend.
You were his staff. He didn't have any friends he didn't pay for.
You didn't know your father, Charlie.
I know he hated me.
That's where you're wrong.
Well, maybe you don't know everything either.
Maybe.
Can I go now? In case you haven't noticed, my mother's not well.
I know, and I hope she gets better soon. There are some questions I'd like to ask her.
Well, you know where to find me. I'm sure you will.
Yep, just one more thing. What's your connection with Mrs. Guy Haynes?
Why do you ask that?
I noticed from your cash accounts you sent her some flowers.
So? I was sick at her wedding. I sent some flowers to apologize.
Uh-huh. How do you know her?
I'm a friend of her husband's.
And have you known him long?
He was one of the architects we thought of when we were talking about building a house.
Well, when were you talking about building a house?
Last year.
Oh. Who's we?
My mother and I.
Without your father?
My father, too.
He never mentioned it to me.
All right, my mother and I talked about it in private. We were going to build it as a surprise for Dad, all right? We were just discussing it, like we discuss a lot of things. We discuss taking trips, too, and we don't tell Dad about them.
Sure.
Well, why should we? Most trips we don't even take, just like the house we never built. Is it a crime to talk? I'm going to see that my mother releases you from this assignment.
I'm going to ask her about that house.
She is not well. Have you no decency? Why don't you just go back to the donut shop you crawled out of? Civilians have manners. You don't belong.
He didn't seem in particularly high or low spirits.
He's a very moody boy. I doubt if I'd have noticed.
Do you think there's anything he's not telling me?
Well, do you?
Well, you want me to get at the truth, don't you, Mrs. Bruno? Charles knew you were both going away. He knows who he told.
Are you saying Charles knows something about this?
Well, he was acting strangely about that time.
Oh, he was acting strangely about every time. He's a strange boy. But Charles wants you to find the murderer as much as I do. He loved his father.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a man called Guy Haynes?
Who's he?
An architect. You never meant to hire him to build a house.
Build a house? No. Why would we want to build a house? We have a house.
Have one of these canopies while they're hot.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world tonight, Anne.
Well, I couldn't have sent you home last night in that state anyway. It's nice to have a man in the house when Guy's away.
When I build my house, I'm going to build a room in it just for you and Guy. It'll be your room. I'm going to build my house just down the road from here. Do you think Guy would like that?
It'd be lovely to have a friend nearby.
I am your friend, your true friend. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Guy. I love him like a brother, and you like a sister.
Oh, you're sweet.
He must have found it hard, the mess with his wife and all that, but frankly, you're a much better wife to him than she was, aren't you? I mean, who wouldn't swap her for you any day? Can I,
like I said, help yourself.
Thanks. We've got to learn we have the power to make our lives better. People go on acting as if they got forever. Things like Miriam make sense in the kind of numb dream most of us find ourselves living in, but they should be disposed of quickly and cleanly as soon as we wake from that dream. Her loss is no loss to the world. That's for sure.
I didn't know you knew her.
Oh, I knew her. Well, I mean, I never met her, but I know her. Of old. They all deserve to be taught a thing or two, and women like you should dance on their graves. Yeah, like that, like this. Hey!
Careful, you're gonna fall.
No, I never fall. I tell you, there's so much I could say to you if our spirits weren't so suffocated by the facts of our existence. But they are, so I can't. We just have to live with that. Guy is everything to me. Before I die, I'm gonna go to Metcalfe, which is a town I have never been to. I'm gonna go to Metcalfe on a pilgrimage and see the place where Guy was born and go to the Kingdom of Fun to pay my respects at the place where that woman met her not untimely end. Ironically, if not downright comically, on the island of love.
Oh, there's Guy. Oh, darling, hello.
Welcome home, Guy.
Your friend Charles telephoned last night and came over with some more lovely flowers, and it got so late I put him in the spare room.
We missed you, Guy, but we had a great time together, haven't we, Annie?
Sweetie, let me get you a drink.
I'll do it.
I don't want to drink. You'll have to go now, Bruno. I'm tired and I'm ready for bed.
Oh, now, Guy,
Let's
come
all
on.
have a drink together. He's waited all night and all day for you.
That's right. Besides, it's too late for me to get a train now.
I'll call you a taxi.
But, sweetie, it'll be so expensive.
He can afford it.
Don't call just yet. Let me get you a drink, then call if you still want to, huh? What'll it be, brandy?
Yes, and one for me.
2 brandies and 1 scotch on the rocks. Oh, Annie, there's no ice.
I'll get some.
I want you to excuse yourself and go.
I have to tell you something. Arthur Gerard's got your name. He's a detective. He's on his way to see you, Guy, but he's got nothing but your name.
You want him to find you here?
I won't be down here. I'll be upstairs in the spare room like last night.
No, you won't.
Please, Guy, let me stay.
No.
Just one more night.
I'll throw you out if you don't go on your own.
I'll tell her everything if you don't let me stay. Why do I have to threaten you? Why can't you just let me stay? Because you want me to stay.
Because I don't want you to stay. But stay if you have to. I feel nothing for you.
Guy, stop saying things like that. God, I wish I could go to some other place where nobody knows us at all. Some other planet, even. This world is so tiny after what we've done. I feel like my life was so compressed into that 1 minute on the island in Metcalf when I was doing something for you, Guy. And now it seems like the rest of my life is just going to be chasing that moment again. I can't have it back. So whether you want it or not, my life is yours. I have nowhere else to go.
Ice.
Ice. Okay, a brandy for you and one for you. To the 3 of us. May we all live long and happily.
Charles, you're shaking.
No, it'll stop in a second.
You better sit down.
It'll be fine. Come on, Guy. Drink, huh? I'm sorry, you two. If I just get a bit more down me, I'll be...
Who on earth?
Don't answer it.
I better go upstairs.
Take your glass.
Yeah, better take the bottle. I'll buy you a case in the morning. Oh, we met at the Parker Institute in December, didn't we, Guy? Huh?
Guy, what's going on? Who's at the door?
It's Arthur Gerard, a detective.
A detective?
Bruno's not upstairs, all right?
You want me to lie?
Yes! For God's sake, yes! Hello?
I'm sorry to disturb you at this hour. Are you Guy Haynes?
Yes?
I'm Arthur Gerard from the Confidential Detective Bureau. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Come in. This is my wife, Anne.
I'll leave you two alone.
No, please. I'd like to talk to you both.
Can I get you something to drink?
Well, I like scotch with ice if you have them.
We have both.
Mr. Haynes, do you know a man named Charles Bruno?
Yes, very slightly.
Scotch with ice.
Thank you. Did you know his father was murdered last March?
No, I didn't.
Neither did I.
Do you remember where you first met Charles Bruno?
At the Parker Art Institute.
Recently?
I think around last December.
What was the nature of your meeting?
Chance, really.
Not business?
Well.
Did you discuss building a house for him?
To tell you the truth, I can't remember much of what we discussed. I met him at the Christmas party, and I was rather the worse for wear.
But you remember meeting him?
Of course.
What was your initial impression of him?
Well, I thought he was, quite funny. Very bold, but he was drunk. He drank a lot. That was my main impression. He drank a lot, and he didn't have to go back to the bar because he kept refilling his glass from a little silver hip flask with grapes and apples engraved on it. Now, I don't mind drinkers. I drink myself, but that boy Bruno, he'd better be careful, hadn't he?
Yeah, he passed out at our wedding.
Well, if you hardly know him, why did you invite him to your wedding?
What? He just turned up.
I mean, he called up and asked if he could come, and I said yes.
I didn't know that.
He said he was a friend of yours.
And you haven't seen him since the wedding?
Definitely not.
Well, thank you for the drink.
Is that it?
Have another if you like.
No, don't let us keep you.
It's a long drive back to Great Neck.
How do you know I've come from Great Neck?
Well, your address was on your business card.
Aha, I'd forgotten. Thank you for your hospitality.
Guy, who is Charles Bruno? Tell me. He's the man who wrote me that letter, isn't he?
Yes.
Have you done something, Guy?
Yes.
Tell me.
I'm afraid.
We're having a child. We're bound together more than you and Charles Bruno ever will be, so tell me what's happened. I know there's something. I've seen it in you. Your eyes have gone cold. And don't think I love you now or ever have loved you because you're good. I just love you because you're mine.
Oh, God. I'll write it down. I'll start now. I'll write it all down from start to finish and give it to you, and it'll be out of me for good. Oh. You look at it. You see for me. I can't see.
Good morning.
Go away. Can I have a minute's peace? Go away.
Did you sleep well?
I was at a friend's.
Which friend is that?
None of your business.
No?
It was Matt Levine, since it interests you so much.
Matt Levine is in custody on a fraud charge. I thought you knew that.
All right, I met a woman, and I didn't want you to know about it because it's none of your goddamn business.
What was her name? Was it Ann Haynes?
I told you I hardly know her.
I was there last night. At the home of Ann and Guy Haynes. They gave me a drink. The reason I thought you might be there was because I asked for a scotch on the rocks, and she gave it to me without going into the kitchen for the ice. They were both drinking brandy, but there was a bowl of fresh ice on the bar.
They had fresh ice in the living room, so that meant I was upstairs?
No, that doesn't mean that at all.
Hey, you're some detective. Who taught you, Mickey Mouse?
No, that doesn't mean that at all. It can't mean that if you weren't upstairs.
Exactly.
But it got me thinking, if you were upstairs, why would you be there?
I'm not in the mood for this.
Of course you're not, Charlie.
Don't call me Charlie!
Are you a bit shaky this morning?
You got nothing on me. I know the road you're leading up, but you won't get anything on me because there is nothing to get.
Do you want to know what I was thinking?
No!
All right. I'll go.
Go ahead, then. Tell me. You're wasting my time, but you might as well tell me now to get it off your chest.
Well, I asked Guy Haynes what he thought of you when he first met you. He said he was impressed by how much you drank. He said when he met you at that party at the Parker Art Institute, you didn't bother with trips to the bar. You just filled up your glass from a silver hip flask you had in your possession, which had grapes and apples engraved on it. Well, I thought that was interesting because I remembered that flask, but I haven't seen it for a while. Not since December, or maybe even longer. I asked your mother last night when she saw it last. She had it in a box. It was mailed to her from the Hotel La Fonda where you stayed in Santa Fe. You left it in the room, so they mailed it to her. So here it is, Charles. You may have it. But then I thought, if Guy Haynes remembers seeing this flask, and you haven't had it in your possession since June of last year, maybe he's a little mixed up. Maybe you met him earlier than December. I know you had the flask with you in June in Santa Fe because that's where you left it. So perhaps he saw it in Santa Fe. He did go down to the Southwest about that time. But he couldn't have seen the flask in Santa Fe because he got off the train before then. He got off in Metcalf. So if he didn't see the flask in Santa Fe, where did he see it? Then it occurred to me that it was just possible that maybe he saw it on the train. Maybe you were on the same train together, traveling down to the great Southwest. I had the travel records checked, and it seems I struck it lucky. You were on that train together. So I wondered if perhaps you met each other when you were on that train and spoke to each other, and if that's maybe where he saw your hip flask. I was able to get some people on the phone last night. One of them was the waiter who served you both dinner in your compartment. He remembered you. You tipped him with a 50. Another man remembered you as well, and that was the taxi driver who drove you from Magnolia Street in Metcalf, Texas, to Lake Metcalf's Kingdom of Fun, following a car with a red-haired girl in it. You didn't tip him at all. You were in too much of a hurry. The hotel books, phone bills, train records. Everything gets you to Metcalf, Texas for a 24-hour trip just in time for the previous Mrs. Haynes to get herself killed. But you know who I feel most sorry for, Charlie? Guy Haynes. I know you. What you must have put that man through to get him to kill your father, I don't wish to imagine. How you must have told him he owed you 'cause you'd got him free. Free to start his life anew. Free to build beautiful things. But he was free of everything but the worst thing not to be free of in this world. And that is you, Charlie Bruno. Charles.
Sweetie, what is it? Darling, what's wrong? Tell me, Arthur, he's falling.
I think I'm dying, Mother.
He's got the DT.
It's worse than the DTs. I'm dying.
I'll get you a drink.
Hurry.
Here you go, sweetie. Hey, drink this. Come on, drink
Something's
this.
wrong with my hair.
I'll get a doctor.
Don't let him take me away. Lock all the doors.
They won't take you away,
They will.
darling.
They will. Don't tell him. I won't drink again. I swear it with all my heart. Mother, please.
Arthur, what should I do?
Mother, my neck, my lips. I can't speak.
I won't let them touch you, baby. I won't let them take you away. Come on now. Shh. Oh, I'll get you a wet cloth. I'll be right back, sweetie. I'll be right back. Everything's gonna be fine.
You're gonna be all right. Trust me. I've seen people come back from farther out than where you are now. You won't be able to drink another drink with even a drop of alcohol in it for the rest of your life, or you'll die. But other than that, you'll be fine. And I want you to know I'm off the case now. Guy Haynes is paid for what he's done. He'll always be paying for it. And you, well, you're not likely to do anything like that again, are you? So why should I have you sent to prison? The truth is, you're already there.
Look at the old abandoned train cars. They light up as the trains go past and disappear again like ghosts. I thank you for coming.
It's the last time. I've told Anne.
Everything?
I've written it all down. The whole story. She's reading it now.
They're not going to catch us, Guy. Gerard was the only one who could have figured it out, and he's gone home for good.
It doesn't matter now. It's outside me now.
I brought you a Plato book.
Keep it.
I've had it all this time. You're not going to let me build a house near you, are you?
Build a house where you want. You won't be welcome in mine.
Doctor says I can't drink anymore. Not a drop.
That's the best thing all round.
What am I going to do? You know, when I was alone with Anna, there was a minute when she was on the couch with her head back and her neck was high, and it was the lightest thing about her neck, and I thought I could get even closer to you now. But then I thought no one could feel about me the way you feel about Anne. You can't kill that fact. I feel like I'm in the space between life and death.
Bruno.
Call me by my first name.
Charles.
Oh, not even Charlie. Charles. You hate the sound of it?
Don't climb on that.
I'm climbing to heaven.
Get down from there.
Can you hear me, Guy?
Yes.
When we first met, you read to me. Well, I found a passage I thought might interest you.
Read it down here.
This is love, O Socrates, for the sake of which all the former labors were endured. It is eternal, unproduced, indestructible, neither subject to increase nor decay, not like other things, partly beautiful and partly deformed, not at one time beautiful and at another time not beautiful in relation to one thing and deformed in relation to another, not here beautiful and there deformed. Not beautiful in the estimation of one person and deformed in that of another. It is one thing forever. And all that is beautiful because of it. O Socrates, what must be the life of him who dwells with and gazes on that which it becomes us all to seek? To him alone is accorded the prerogative of bringing forth not images and shadows of virtue, but virtue itself. For he is in contact not with a shadow, but with the reality of it. And the production and nourishment of which he becomes dear to the gods. And if such a privilege is conceded to any human being, is made himself immortal.
There's a train coming!
If I worked my entire life doing good, I'd only know the shadow of it. That's the difference between me and you, Guy. You could kill 100 men and you'd still know the reality, and I'd only know the shadow.
Get down here!
I thought I'd be immortal, but I haven't even had mortality. I had 1 minute's life on an island in Metcalf.
No, please, calm down!
I'm not coming down, Guy. You know why?
Jesus Christ!
Because you didn't call me by my first name!
He's dead.
Don't look at him. You don't know him.
Anne.
Stand up.
We can't leave him there.
You've given him enough. Now take my hand.
But what'll I do now, Anne? What'll I do?
I've read your story. I've burned it now, and it's gone.
You can't burn it, though. You can't just burn
But
it.
if you stay here now, you'll be found with him, and it'll never be over. Come with me. Come on, your friend called again.
My friend?
You've got work to do, Guy. He wants you to build a bridge.
Let not young souls be smothered out before they do great deeds and flaunt their pride. It is the world's one crime. Its babes grow dull. Its poor are ox-like, limp and late night. Not that they starve, but starve so dreamlessly. Not that they sow, but seldom reap. Not that they serve, but have no gods to serve. Not that they die, but that they die like sheep.
In Strangers on a Train by Craig Warner, based on the novel by Patricia Highsmith, Anton Lesser played Charles Bruno, Michael Sheen was Guy Haynes, Saskia Reeves, Anne Haynes, and Bill Nighy, Gerard. Jane Whittenshaw was Elsie Bruno, Dennis Hawthorne, Alex, Roger May, Myers, Stephen Critchlow, Treacher, Andrew Branch, Freer, and John Hartley, the cop. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Original music composed by Craig Warner, with technical support from Elizabeth Parker at the BBC Radiophonic Workshop. The pianist was Pete Rosser. The Leaden-Eyed was sung by Craig Warner. Strangers on a Train was directed by Andy Jordan.
The Heart of the Matter by Graham Greene. Dramatised by John Harvey. With Charles Dance, Harriet Walter and Tom Hollander. Episode 2.
Received signal confirming SS-43 bound for Lagos from Southampton. Lost at sea. Damn, this pen. Unconfirmed reports that a few survivors have been picked up off the coast and will be ferried back across the river by the French. First letter from Louise this morning. Arrived South Africa, safe and sound.
Ah, Major Scobie.
District Commissioner.
You slept well after your journey, I trust?
Well enough.
Stretcher cases coming ashore now. 7 in all.
I'd heard 9.
One died on the journey, the other last night. Exhaustion.
Dear God. Child on that stretcher. She couldn't be more than 5 or 6.
Yes. Both parents dead. I doubt she'll survive. Maybe it's just as well.
And this woman, the one being lifted off now.
She may live. She still has some strength.
She looks little more than a child herself.
Helen Rolt. Her passport says she's 19. She was married just before she sailed.
Her husband?
Lost.
What's that book she's clinging to?
Well, it looks like a stamp album to me. Now, when this damn war started, she must still have been at school.
Major Scobie, how are things at Penday?
Oh, bad enough. What can I do for you, Wilson?
I've been away checking at the stock of one of those stores. There's a lot of tinned food that never came from our exporters, mostly military supply.
Then sack the manager. That's simple, surely.
Oh, but it seems a pity to sack the small thief if he could lead us to the bigger one.
Go on.
He got the stuff from Yusuf's man.
That much I could have guessed.
And if there were clear evidence implicating Yusuf, would the police prosecute? You know, there are rumors that Yusuf is protected, that you and Yusuf are on visiting terms.
It's perfectly true. Just as I'm also on visiting terms with the sanitary inspector. Do you imagine that would prevent my prosecuting him if the circumstances demanded?
Perhaps not.
You're too young for your job, Wilson.
My job?
Whatever it is.
Damn you.
Wilson?
You and your superiority. You're too damned honest to live. And don't think I don't know about Louise.
What about Louise?
Why you sent her away.
And why was that?
Because you were afraid of me.
No. It's the sun, Wilson. Touch of the sun. You don't know what you're saying.
Don't mock me.
Is that what I was doing?
I kissed her that evening.
Of course you did. It's the colonial sport.
Oh, now you're laughing at me.
Am I? Perhaps just a little. Good day, Wilson.
She's too good for you, you know.
For both of us. Now take my advice. Go in and lie down. And before you come out in this heat again, do get yourself a decent hat. What the... Ali, who's that boy who scuttled off just now? The one you were talking to?
My small brother, sir.
I don't know him, do I? Same mother?
No, sir. Same father.
Who does he work for, Ali?
Sir?
I said, who does he work for?
Mr. Wilson, sir.
Sorry to bother you. One of your lights is showing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was careless.
It's Mrs. Rolfe, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Who are you? I don't think
I'm Major Scobie. I was a Pende when they brought you ashore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember anything that happened there. Hardly anything.
Why didn't you let me come in? I could fix your light.
Of course. Please.
Not much of a billet they found for you. These old Nissen huts.
There are those worse off. And people have been kind. Bits of furniture. These cushions. And Mrs. Carter gave me a bottle of gin. Would you like a drink?
Best not. I should be pushing off.
I'd rather you waited until the all clear. Oh, I'd feel safer.
Well, how about that drink, then? I don't suppose you've got any limes.
Netball. That's what I was best at, I'm afraid. I was in the school team for 2 years. In 1940, we beat Rodine and tied with Cheltenham. I would have been captain if I'd stayed on another year. Oh, what nonsense it is telling you all this.
Not at all. I like it. Your school days, holidays back in Bury St. Edmunds, little house on Angel Hill.
Now you're mocking me.
No, I'm not. Believe me. But now I must go.
Thank you for staying.
I could come back tomorrow.
All right.
I'll bring some stamps for your album.
How do you know about my album?
I am a policeman. Remember? My dear Louise, I'm snatching a few moments at the station to reply to your most recent letter from Durban. A false alarm last night aside, everything is quiet here. The rains have started, of course. The Mrs. Rolfe I told you about is out of hospital, and they've put her in one of the Nissen huts behind the transport park. I'll do what I can to make her comfortable.
Now you're mocking me.
No, I'm not. Believe me.
Thank you for staying.
I could come back tomorrow.
All right.
I'll bring some stamps for your album.
Major Scobie,
Sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
The Commissioner, sir. He asked for you to see him.
I see. All right, thank you.
Scobie, come in. Take a seat.
Thanks, sir.
This is Colonel Wright, Scobie.
Good morning.
He's come up from Cape Town to hear about this talent business.
From Cape Town?
Colonel Wright is with MI5. The Colonel is less than happy with the way we acted over the business of that wretched parrot.
Acted, sir?
The Colonel is of the opinion there should have been consultation before Talent was arrested.
I always thought it was our duty to stop diamond smuggling.
Tallett's lawyers say he was brought forcibly to the police station.
His lawyers are lying. You surely realize that much.
Nevertheless, it seems to me the grounds on which this man was interrogated were slender in the extreme.
I'm sure you realize, Colonel, the delicacy of our situation. In this instance, the Roman Catholic Syrians claim they are a persecuted minority and that the police are in the pay of the Muslim Syrians. If the boot were on the other foot, so to speak, the Muslims would be claiming the same.
All the more reason why everything must be scrupulously above board.
The Colonel wants to know the source of your information, Scobie.
You know that, sir. It was Yusuf.
Yusuf. And do you consider Yusuf trustworthy?
Of course not. But one has to act on what information is available.
Do you get much information in this way, Major?
From Yusuf? It's the first time I've had any at all.
And do you see him often?
I think in the last 3 months I have seen him 4 times.
On business?
Not necessarily. Once I gave him a lift home when his car had broken down. Once he came to see me in Bamba when I had fever.
We are not cross-examining you, Scobie.
Really, sir, I had an idea the Colonel was.
Let's spoil it down to one question then, Major. Talent has made counter-accusations against the police, against you specifically. He says Yusuf has given you money. Has he?
No, sir.
Naturally, sending your wife to South Africa was well within your private means. You don't answer.
I didn't realize it was a question.
Yusuf is a man to beware of, Scobie.
Unfortunately, in order to carry out their business, the police are called upon to deal with people who would not be received in the higher echelons of Cape Town society. Now, if the Colonel is finished with me, sir, I have an appointment.
I think that's all right, Scobie.
If I want it in the next half an hour, I shall be at Yusuf's.
Ah, Major Scobie.
Tallet, Yusuf. Did you frame Tallet?
You have to excuse me, Major Scobie. I have not been sleeping well.
I would like to trust you, Yusuf. Tell me the truth. Were the diamonds yours or Tallet's?
I always want to speak the truth to you, Major Scobie.
They were yours.
Yes.
You've made a fool of me, Yusuf. If I had a witness to what you've just said, I'd run you in.
That was not my intention, Major Scobie. Please believe me. It is not good the Syrians being in two parties, Muslim and Christian. If we were one party, you would be able to come to me and say, Yusuf, the government wants the Syrians to do this or that, and I should be able to answer, it shall be so.
And the diamond smuggling would be in one pair of hands. Well, Yusuf, I shall take no more information from you. This ends our relationship.
Ends, Major Scobie?
Every month, of course, I shall send you the interest due.
Major Scobie, did you ever tell the Commissioner about our little business arrangement, or was that all bluff?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
I think I will. My heart feels rejected and bitter. It urges me to go to the Commissioner and tell him everything.
Always obey your heart, Yusuf.
Of course I shall not go. One day you will come back and want my friendship. And I shall welcome you.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Since my last confession, a month ago, I have missed one Sunday Mass and one holy day of obligation.
Is that everything?
I don't know how to put it, Father, but I feel tired of my religion. It seems to mean nothing to me. I've tried to love God, But I'm not sure that I even believe. Not anymore.
You know, it's easy to worry too much about that. Especially here. The climate, mosquitoes, the everlasting rain at this time of the year. It's easy to mistake tiredness for disbelief. The penance I would give lots of people would be 6 months' leave, if I only could.
Father, I know these are just fancies. But I feel empty. Empty.
That's sometimes the moment God chooses. Now, go along with you. Say a decade of your rosary.
I'm not even sure I have a rosary.
But then 5 Our Fathers and 5 Hail Marys they'll have to do.
Oh, I brought you some stamps. Been collecting them all week. From everybody. Thank you.
You're really kind. Especially as you must think that for anyone to collect stamps after 16 is, well, immature.
No, that's not what I think.
My father gave me my first album when I was 8. My mother had just died. You see this green George V halfpenny stamp? It's the first I ever collected. And since then, well, they're like snapshots, you see. You can carry them around. Remember.
Your husband. You've never told me about your husband. It's easier to get over a thing if you face up to it. Talk about it.
That's not the trouble. The trouble is it's so terribly easy to get over. He's been dead, is it 8 weeks yet? And that's what he is to me. Dead. Completely dead. What a little bitch I must be.
You needn't feel that. It's the same with everybody, I think. When we say to someone, I can't live without you, what we really mean is, I can't live feeling you may be in pain. That's all it is. When they're dead, our responsibility ends. We can rest in peace.
I didn't know I was so tough. Horribly tough.
I had a child who died back in England when I was out here. My wife sent me 2 cables from Bexhill. One at 5 in the evening and one at 6. But they mixed up the order. She meant to break the thing gently. I got 1 cable just after breakfast. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. The cable said, Catherine died this afternoon. No pain. God bless you. Second cable came at lunchtime. It said, Catherine seriously ill. Doctor has hope. There was never anything more hopeless than doctor has hope.
How terrible for you.
Oh, the terrible thing was that when I got the second telegram, I was so muddled in my head, I thought, there's been a mistake. She must still be alive. But without hope. And I was disappointed. I thought, now the anxiety begins, the pain. And then, when I realized what had happened, it was all right. She was dead, and I could begin to forget her.
Have you forgotten her?
I don't remember her often. You see, I escaped seeing her die. My wife had that.
If you hadn't been here, I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, everybody else would have looked after you.
They're scared of me. Because of what happened to my husband. They don't know what to say. And neither do I. You remember when you went to your first party and heard all the voices and you weren't able to say a word? That's how I felt this afternoon at the beach. So I sat there and grinned. and Flight Lieutenant Baxter stroked my leg, and I wanted to go home.
But you'll be going home soon. Have you written to your father? He might be able to pull a few strings.
I don't know what strings you can pull as a vicar. And besides, I didn't mean that home. I mean here, where I can shut the door and not answer when they knock. Unless it's you.
You could get a job here if you can type. If you're serious about not going home yet, that is.
I am. Quite serious.
Then I'll help. Spot of gin's got on one of the stamps.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Little stain.
Then whenever I see it, I'll see this room.
So it is like a snapshot.
Oh, not really. You can pull a stamp out, and you don't know it's ever been there. I can say anything I like to you. You don't want anything out of me. I'm safe. I have a feeling you'd never let me down.
Helen! It's me, Freddie Baxter.
Don't answer.
Oh, be a sport, Helen. Let me in.
Helen. It's almost 4:30. If we go back to sleep again, we won't wake up until it's light. What time did your boy turn up?
About 6, I think.
Well, he starts boiling my water at 1:45. I better go.
I will see you again.
Of course.
You seem sad.
I have to go. Is it the butterfly that dies in the act of love? One fierce moment and then nothing. Oblivion. But we human beings are condemned to consequences. The responsibility, as well as the guilt.
I can say anything I like to you. I have a feeling you'd never let me down.
Louise. And now Helen. All those promises to keep. All the lies I will sometime have to tell.
You know Mrs. Rolt, Major?
Of course. I was at Pende when she was brought across.
Hello, how are you? I saw you at the beach this afternoon. You didn't even speak to me.
I was looking for Reese, a naval intelligence man.
Sometimes I think your work's more important than I am.
And sometimes it is.
Why do you always tell me the truth? I don't want the truth all the time.
Major Scobie!
I'll come up and see you later.
All right.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing.
Tell me.
I get so tired of all your caution. The way you come sneaking up here after dark, and we make love, and then you sneak away again. It makes me feel cheap, ignoble.
Poor you.
Oh, I don't want your pity.
How else did you think it would be?
Oh, you think I'm a child. You tiptoe in, bringing me stamps. You never write a line to me, even when you go trekking off for days. I can't even have a photograph.
I'm trying to protect you.
I don't need your protection. Besides, it's your wife you're trying to protect, not me.
Helen.
You'd never leave her, would you? You'd never marry me.
I can't. You know that.
Oh, yes, it's a wonderful excuse being a Catholic, isn't it? It doesn't stop you sleeping with me, just marrying me.
If you're really this unhappy, I can get you on the next boat out.
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? If this were over that easily. How pleased you'd be.
Oh, Helen, that's not what
Oh, go on, get out. Don't start lying to me now. Go to hell. Clear out.
Major Scobie? Official business so late?
I'm just out for a stroll, clear the head. You?
How much the same?
Well, don't let me keep you.
I haven't forgotten our last conversation about Louise.
I'm sure.
How did you get the money, Major? That's what fascinates me, the money to send her away. You don't earn all that, I know. It's printed in the Colonial Office list. Of course, you could have gone to the bank, but if they closed their doors, I wonder where you might have turned.
It's late, Wilson. Go home. Or wherever it is you were going.
Mrs. Rolt, Major.
What about her?
I'd watch my step. If I were you.
Am I the only one who doesn't know about Wilson?
Nobody knows except myself and the manager of the UAC. Not officially.
I want you to know that up to date, of course, I have been completely trustworthy.
You don't need to tell me that.
And that I have borrowed £200 from Yusuf so that I could send Louise to South Africa. I'm paying him back with 4% interest. The arrangement is purely commercial. But if you want my head for it...
I need your head, Scobie, where it is now, on your shoulders. Here, have a drink. You're the only officer I really trust, you know. Ah, say when.
When? Thank you, sir.
Derry reports there have been big thefts from the mines.
Commercial?
Gemstones.
Probably Yusuf, then. But of course one can't be sure. What does Wilson say?
He swears by Talit. Yusuf is the villain of his piece. And you, Scobie.
I begin to know what the Syrians feel. Watched all the time and reported on.
Wilson reports on us all.
God help us then if we're in his hands.
God's?
Wilson's.
The Esperanza is due back in a few days. If those diamonds are on the loose, we've got to be careful.
Well, I'm sure we'll do what we can.
I thought you might not come again. After what I said, I don't know what I would have done. Slutted with Baxter, killed myself, or both.
You got my letter. You knew I'd come.
What letter?
When I got back that night, after what you said about never being reckless, never writing, I put it all down.
Oh.
What I felt about you, what I feel.
There was no letter.
I pushed it under your door. I did it myself.
I never saw a letter, honestly.
And someone's taken it.
Well, who? Who on earth would do that, and why?
Your boy. How well do you trust him?
I don't know. Oh, darling, I'd do anything rather than harm you.
Don't worry. Probably I didn't push it in far enough. It could easily got blown away or trampled in the mud. Besides, it said nothing really. Nothing of any importance. My darling, I love you more than anyone. More than myself. I want more than anything in the world to make you happy. Words. Nothing a stranger would understand.
I'm frightened. I can't help it.
I'll always be here. If you need me, as long as I live. Yes, Sergeant.
Cable, sir. From South Africa, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. I'm on my way home. I've been a fool. Love, Louise.
The glass!
I don't give a bloody damn about the glass! This is it, isn't it? This is the end. All those promises, all those protestations of love, that bloody letter I've never seen. It's done. It's done.
Don't, please.
If you never want to see me again or speak to me, I'll understand. And if you want to see me sometimes, then see me sometimes. If you can, I'll tell any lies you like. I'll be your whore. Oh. Your stupid, stupid little whore.
Helen, darling, don't. Please. Oh, God. Why can't I pray? Is it because I ask for too much? Happiness for others and peace for myself. They wouldn't need me if I were dead. No one needs the dead. Dear God, give me death before I give them unhappiness.
Please, sir.
Yes, Andy.
Massa is here.
Which Massa?
Major Scobie, I've got, after all, to ask you for a favor.
All right, Ali. Off with you.
It has nothing to do with the money I lent. If you can do it for me, it will be friendship, just friendship.
It's late, Yusuf. Tell me what it is.
The Esperanza will be in the day after tomorrow. I want you to leave a small packet with the captain.
You know I can't do that.
Do it of your own free will, Major Scobie. There's no bribe. I offer no bribe.
No, Yusuf.
You remember the unfortunate Pemberton?
Of course.
His boy came into my employ.
Pemberton's boy?
Pemberton's boy is now Mrs. Rolt's boy. Oh, Major Scobie, what made you write such a letter?
One can't be wise all the time, Yusuf. One would die of disgust.
If only you would have done this as an act of friendship.
Just get on with it, Yusuf. You're blackmail. You can't get away with half a threat.
Very well, Major Scobie. I hear from a clerk at the cable company that your wife is on her way back. I will have the letter handed to her as soon as she lands.
And if I agree to hand over your letter to the captain of the Esperanza...
My boy will be waiting on the wharf. In return for the captain's receipt, he will give you an envelope with your letter inside.
And what makes you think the captain will agree to this? Not report me to the commissioner?
It is my belief he has reason to think charitably of you, Major. A favor paid is a favor gained.
And if you cheat me yourself...
Major Scobie, formerly I was your friend.
You very nearly were.
Oh, I am the base Indian.
The base Indian?
Who threw away the pearl. It was in the play by Shakespeare the Ordnance Corps gave in the Memorial Hall. I have remembered it always. Your wife, Major Scobie. I have been saying prayers for her safe return.
So here you are.
Yes, here I am.
You had a good trip?
Oh, I think we were chased once.
I was anxious. I've missed you.
Oh, darling. I was a fool to go away. But now it's going to be different. I've made all kinds of resolutions. I'm not going to rattle you anymore. Darling, I've finished up here.
Oh, well done.
Ali can do the rest. We shall have to have the curtains washed, of course. And I shall want a bigger bookcase now.
Oh.
And... Darling, you'll laugh at me, but do you know one of the things that worried me most?
No.
I was afraid you wouldn't be much of a Catholic without me.
I don't suppose I have been.
Missing Mass is just as much a mortal sin as adultery.
Adultery is more fun.
Seriously, Tiki, if we're going to receive communion together tomorrow, you should go to confession right away.
Well, I'll go along this afternoon, after lunch. I can't confess on an empty stomach.
Darling, you have changed, you know.
I was only joking.
You didn't do much of that before.
You don't come back every day.
Dear Henry, I've never known you so cheerful.
I didn't think you'd come today.
I'm off confessing my sins.
Do you remember the first night you stayed here? We were happy. Doesn't that seem odd now, that we were so happy?
It's a mistake to mix up ideas of happiness and love.
Will you go to confession?
It's difficult. Louise wants me to go to Mass with her tomorrow, and...
Why can't you?
Going to communion when you're not in a state of grace. It's the worst thing I could do.
You'd go to hell.
Yes.
That's what you believe.
Yes.
A mortal sin.
Yes.
Then why are you here?
It wouldn't be easy to repent of this. I can regret the lies, the mess, the unhappiness. But even if I were dying, I wouldn't know how to repent of the love.
Darling, come here. If you're in mortal sin already, what difference can it make? You might as well be hung for a sheep as for a lamb.
Wilson.
Mrs. Scobie. Louise, I heard you were back.
Come in. Have a drink. Henry's out.
You haven't forgotten me, then?
Of course not.
I was wondering whether you'd like a walk.
It's too hot.
I haven't been up there, you know. Not since we...
Up where?
The old station.
Oh, yes.
You know, I think about it a great deal. What happened there between us.
Wilson.
In fact, I wrote a poem.
You?
Yes, here. You see, it's dedicated to you.
How nice. I'll read it later.
Louise, I do love you.
What?
I love you.
No, you don't. It's just... coast fever.
I love you more than anything in the world.
No one loves like that, Wilson. No one.
You love your husband? Or at least I suppose you do. You came back to him. Oh, was that jealousy?
What on earth have I got to be jealous about?
You're Tiki and Helen Rolt? Ah.
That's for calling him Tiki. Nobody's going to do that except me. Here, take this handkerchief. You're bleeding all over your shirt.
Ah, Wilson. Bit of a nosebleed. Nasty, that. Try a cold key down your back. That usually works. Perhaps Louise...
No, thanks. No, it's all right. I'd better be off.
What did he want?
To make love to me, I think.
You seem to have hit him rather hard.
Yes, well, he made me angry. Darling, he's spying on you.
I know.
Is he dangerous?
Oh, there are more important things to worry about than Wilson.
Darling, you did go to confession.
Oh, yes. I went. Since my last confession, Father, I have committed adultery.
How many times?
I don't know, Father. Many times.
Is it one woman?
Yes.
Then you must avoid seeing her. Is that possible?
I don't know, Father.
If you must see her, you must never be alone with her. Do you promise to do that? Promise God and not me.
It would be no good my promising that, Father.
You must. You cannot desire the end without desiring the means.
I think I was wrong to come, Father.
I don't want to refuse you absolution. But I think you should go away and turn things over in your mind.
Yes, Father.
I will pray for you.
Seriously, Tiki, if we're going to receive communion together tomorrow, you should go to...
Going to communion when you're not in a state of grace, that's the worst thing I could do.
You'd go to hell.
Yes. Oh, God. I offer up my damnation to you. Take it. Use it for them.
Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. Agnus Dei, qui tollis
Tiki,
peccata mundi,
you are going to receive
dona
communion.
nobis pacem.
Of course.
Agnus Dei,
Here then.
qui tollis peccata
Take my hand.
miserere nobis. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis.
Henry, are you all right? You're ill.
Just a little pain, across the chest. I'll be fine.
But has this happened before? While I was away?
Once or twice, I suppose.
Have you seen the doctor?
No, not really.
But why ever not, Tiki? You must.
All right, I will. Look, if you don't mind, I think I'll go up and lie down. I'll probably feel better after a little rest.
Come in, Scobie. Come in. Good news.
Sir?
Baker's not coming here to take over my job after all. They need him in Palestine. So they've decided to let the right man succeed me after all.
I'm afraid it's come too late, sir.
Scobie?
It's my health, sir. It's not good.
Since when?
Well, I've been getting pains across the chest. Sleeping badly for weeks. I didn't like to make a fuss.
But you've seen the doctor?
Not yet, sir. Somehow I didn't think...
Well, get yourself off to see him, toots sweet. A few pills and some rest. Clean bit of health. Next tour, you'll be in my shoes. Commissioner. Your wife will be pleased.
This will mean the end of us. It wouldn't do for the Commissioner to have a mistress hidden away in one of the Nissen huts.
Don't joke.
I wasn't.
Besides, it'll never happen.
Oh, of course it will. What's to stop it?
I am. I already have. I've damned myself.
Don't be so melodramatic. You don't believe in hell any more than I do.
Listen, you can't tell me what I believe.
Henry, you're hurting
So I'm damned for all eternity. That's what I believe. What I've done, it's terrible. It's worse than murder. That's an act over and done. But this, I'm carrying my corruption around with me. I can taste it on my tongue. But never pretend I haven't loved you.
Oh, that smug, pious wife of yours. I can hear her now, bragging about your promotion. As if it were her success, not yours.
Helen, please, I've loved you both. And I can't bear to see you suffering, and I cause it all the time.
Oh, darling,
No, it's all right. It's all right. It will all be all right, you see. When I'm dead, you'll be free of me.
Really?
Free. No one wondering where he is now. Is he with her? One forgets the dead so quickly.
I can give you a prescription for Evipan. That should help with the sleeplessness. And something else for the pain.
Thank you, Doctor.
And remember, men live for years with angina. You carry on working, within reason.
Yes, Doctor. Thank you.
There's no hope, Tiki, that after a long rest, a really long rest...
It wouldn't be fair to carry on. Not to anyone. I might break down at any moment.
Then it's retirement.
I'm afraid so. Told the Commissioner angina had been diagnosed, and I should have to retire as soon as a successor could be found. Some sleeplessness still, despite the Evipan. The pain, though, sometimes grips me like a vice, and
Ali, whatever is it?
This stinking boy. He go around the house, try doors.
Boy, who are you? Whose boy are you?
Yusuf's boy. Bring letter.
If that's all, then why sneak around the house like a thief?
No, no thief. Master say come quiet.
A letter. Show me. You knew there was a stone in here?
No,
a
sir.
diamond? Hmm?
No, sir.
Right. You take this back to your master and tell him I want to know where he gets a gemstone like that. Tell him I find out by and by. Hmm? Now, Ali?
Yes, master.
Throw him out.
Get yourself out of here. Go.
Why did you send the diamond, Yusuf?
The Esperanza, Major Scooby. I was in your debt.
No, you weren't. You paid me in full with the return of my letter.
I try so hard to forget that was the way. I tell myself it was friendship. At bottom, it was friendship.
It's never any good lying to oneself, Yusuf. One sees through the lie too easily. And now you may have placed yourself in danger. My boy, Ali, he saw the stone.
But you trust him?
I think so. But Ali's half-brother is Wilson's boy. They talk to each other.
This is bad.
It's unlike you, Yusuf, to be careless.
Generosity to one's friends, Major Scooby. It has long been my undoing.
I was thinking, Tiki, about retirement, returning to England. You know, it needn't be too bad. Just the two of us, like it was at the beginning. But I don't want a suburb, Tiki. What I'd like is a weatherboard house in Kent.
It's all right, okay.
Sergeant, what is it?
Please, sir, come quick. Your boy, Ali. Come quick.
All right.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry.
When he wasn't there at first light, I thought perhaps he was sick. So I didn't get... His body was curled up alongside the empty petrol drums on the wharf. His throat had been cut.
Oh, darling.
I loved him. I loved him.
It wasn't your fault.
Wasn't it?
Of course not. Of course not. Oh. Darling, listen. I've been thinking. I'm going to go away.
No.
Yes. Right away.
No. I can't say goodbye.
Darling. It will be better for you.
Oh.
You'll see. You can be a Catholic again.
I just want to stop giving pain.
You want peace, and that's what you'll have.
I won't leave you, I promised.
That's why I'm leaving you.
No, it won't work. We love each other. I'd be up to see how you were. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
always sleep. I've never known such a sleeper. Oh, darling, I'm beginning to laugh at you again, as though we weren't saying goodbye.
We aren't. Not yet.
But I'm only ruining you. I can't give you any happiness.
No, happiness isn't the point.
I've made up my mind.
Yeah, so would I.
Oh, darling. What do we do?
Just leave it to me. I've got to think. November 2nd. Saw Helen for a few minutes. Temperature at 92 degrees. Return of pain in evening. Fear angina.
Chicky, you look ill. You should rest. Leave that silly diary and come to bed.
I will, dear. Just as soon as I've finished.
Very well, I'll go on up. You won't forget to take your pills.
No. God, I'd have preferred to give you pain rather than Helen or Louise. Because I can't see your suffering. I can only imagine it. They're ill with me, and I can cure them. Wash myself out of their bloodstreams. But I can't go on insulting you at your own altar. I can't continue to take your body and blood for the sake of a lie. I'm not pleading for mercy. I've longed for peace. And now, I'm never going to know peace again. But you can. You can forget me, God, for eternity. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I beg, oh Christ, Hail Mary, full of God, I mean, Ali, dear God, I love you.
Chicky! Chicky!
Oh, Chicky!
I kept away as long as I could, but I thought perhaps I could be of some help.
Everybody's been very kind.
I had no idea he was so ill.
Your spying didn't help there, did it?
That was my job.
I did love him, Wilson. I did love him, but now he seems so very, very gone.
Did you know all the time about her?
That's why I came home. Mrs. Carter wrote to me. Of course, he never realised that. He thought he'd been so clever. going to communion the way he did.
How did he square that with his conscience?
Some Catholics do. I thought he was more honest, though. When a man's dead, one begins to find out.
He took money from Yusuf.
I believe it now.
You can trust me, Louise. I do love you.
Maybe you do.
Is that his diary?
Yes. He was writing it when he died.
Would you mind if I looked at it?
If you want to. There's nothing interesting, just routine. There wasn't a romantic bone in him, nor a thought. God knows what she saw in him to make it worthwhile. Poor Tiki. He has no secrets now.
These pieces about sleeplessness. Have you noticed he's written them in afterwards? And the records of taking the Evipan? Makes one think.
No. He couldn't have done that. What you're suggesting, he was a Catholic, in spite of everything.
Just let me come in for one little drink.
We had 4 at the beach.
Just one more. Then we'll let George take over the controls.
Who's George?
The automatic pilot, of course. You've still got a lot to learn.
Oh, for God's sake, teach me some other time.
No time like the present for a prank.
Freddie, for heaven's sake, just go home!
All right, old girl. See? I'm not such a bad chap. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Freddie,
Yes, old girl?
do you believe in a God?
I suppose so.
I wish I did.
Oh, well, you know. A lot of people do. Must be off now. Good night.
Father, haven't you any comfort to give me?
You've been given an awful lot of comfort in your life, Mrs. Scobie. And if what Wilson suspects is true, then it's your late husband who needs our comfort.
He was a bad Catholic.
That is the silliest phrase in common use.
He must have known he was damning himself.
Yes, I would say he knew that all right. But, Mrs. Scobie, don't imagine you or I know a thing about God's mercy.
The Church says...
I know what the Church says. The Church knows all the rules, but what it doesn't know is what goes on in a single human heart.
Oh, why did he make such a mess of things?
It may seem an odd thing to say, when a man's as wrong as he was. But I think, from what I saw of him, that he really loved God, and tried to do what was right. In some ways, I wonder if he wasn't more honest than the rest of us, after all.